was great.
Mhm.
What a dream.
Just no charisma for it. There we go.
I
Who
mean,
needs
No
There's
charisma
flat-
for that.
Don't need
Flat
charisma
tin.
to
flat,
do that
flat
kind
zeros.
of
Yeah,
fast.
there you go. There you go.
Hey,
There, now it's just
I
flat
am set
tins.
up. I am running
Huzzah!
over. Sorry that
Alright.
took a little bit.
You're good.
This,
You're good.
Totally good.
I got a new laptop and it's got like a 1440p monitor.
Oh.
Everything is really, really small. I have to like.
Yeah, a 2K will do that.
There is perception. Yeah, it's got dragged.
If it's
Yeah,
on a
so
big screen, you can download it to like 1080 and then probably feel
Well,
better.
you
for
can
that.
also do /scale UI space.
Oh yeah, that too.
And then increase your resolution size or increase your UI size. I have mine set at 110 and I'm on 1440.
What is it? /scale what?
/scale UI
UI.
space.
I just want
and
to
then
say
anything up to 200%.
I just want to say the reason why my model kept on going upside down was because each time I tried to change the size of Fantasy Grounds manually, and it would just crash, and then my computer screens, both of them, would go black, and I'm like, oh, did it
God.
just crash my PC? And then I would come back, and you guys are like, oh my god, you're upside down.
Oh my god.
Is your hair more
Like
green?
clusterfuck.
Why?
Looks more green.
Is it also not for
not.
their shoulders as much?
Okay.
Because it looks better for their shoulders today.
I didn't do anything to her. I promise.
It
Like
looks
from the
better.
last time I used her
Are
to
you
now,
sure?
and nothing changed. Yes, I am
It looks more
sure.
flowy at the end of the hair tips today. I don't know why.
I am sure I have not touched this model. Like, I mean, I can change the hair and all that stuff, but you're sus. You're the one that
Little
was going
sus.
through all my my belongings last game, and I've been nothing but truthful to
I'm
you,
sorry.
mister.
I'm sorry. Nobody knows about that except
That's true.
me.
So
Except for
you've
you.
been writing in an evil book. Let's not act like
I'm not.
But only Sophie knows it.
we're all innocent here. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm writing in an evil book. Turns out it's a journal, a legit
Yeah,
journal. But
well,
okay,
Nothing
whatever.
evil going on here.
Whatever.
No.
I don't
Whatever.
believe you.
Whatever.
No mysterious goings on that one. It's totally fine.
Oh no. Everything is.
I can't wait for the day.
Yeah. The
Hold on,
day.
I need to roll a deck save. Hold on. Ugh.
That's pretty good.
20.
Damn.
Great, you got your good one out of the way. Good job.
Now you wasted it.
No, it wasn't a nat 20. It's a dirty
So
20.
that was still plenty
That's
good.
a pretty good roll.
Yeah, well, my chat said I needed a deck save real quick. Don't worry
Oh,
about
okay.
why. And I'm like, okay, bet. And I threw it. All right. So there they go. They see it.
Great.
I see.
I'm going to be showing you Scottish people Twitter. Now, this is the most normie video.
Sean
What is
or Joey, what are you listening
That's
to?
not me.
Joey.
Joey,
Yeah.
stop
yeah,
watching
you guys can hear
videos.
that.
Also, you're very close to the.
It's laptop.
camera.
Laptop microphone. There's nothing
Yeah,
I can
Yeah.
do about it.
Laptop
Yeah,
microphone?
laptop, I'm
Laptops?
sorry.
It's fine. Oh gosh. All right.
Alrighty.
I have one more thing I need to open, but we can start.
I mean, I'm on my like free screen, so I am.
Yeah, I'm on my
started.
Why
My
did they
stream,
know what
yeah.
that was so quickly?
I don't know. That's impressive.
Dang.
So what's the stream title? I missed that.
It's just the same thing as last week, but part 2.
I was
no,
told different. I
it
was
was
told
different.
leaving Barovia? Question mark.
Not even close.
Yeah. I have leaving Barovia, parentheses maybe.
Maybe.
Oh.
I just
Well,
did
everything
leaving
else is
Barovia.
good already.
I literally
Fuck.
put in leaving Barovia? Question mark.
Like, you
That's
mean like
it.
the town, not the actual country, though.
I just have Secrets of Barovia part 2.
That's okay. It
That's fine,
works.
too.
We had
They
part
all-
1
they
last
all
week,
work.
so you know.
Yeah.
Seems logical.
They all work.
Mhm,
Alright.
mhm.
I think all the sounds good.
Yeah, everything
Awesome.
sounds good.
Oh, I
Seems
don't have any
legit.
sound playing on my end yet.
No,
so-
yours I've not been able to assess yet. But everybody else's sounds good so far.
Okay. I'm gonna bump over to live, and that'll play my audio now.
Mysterious.
Hmm.
Okay. Wait, okay, now mine should be playing my audio, and mine should
Let's
be playing
see.
voice. And
Is there
everything.
audio?
Okay, Maddie Bird in my chat is like, I need a deck save, and he hasn't told me the results of it, so now I'm concerned. Why am I concerned?
You're funny. It's pretty good.
Don't hear us on your stream, Ghost.
You should. Hold on.
Hear you.
Let me fix it. Let me double check. See what's going on. Okay, you guys should be coming through on it. Nobody's talking, so
Testing.
that doesn't help.
Yo, 1, 2, test. We are doing the D&Ds.
I know Chris is quiet.
Okay, am I quiet now? Am I quiet now? But how about now? How about now? Now. Art thou...
Nope, I'm getting nothing on yours from us.
Art thou sound good now, Mr. Krabs?
Is this an Among Us mod? Yes. This is definitely an Among Us mod, and
Just
I'm the
because you're
most
being a little
sus out of
sus
everyone.
does not mean it's Among Us.
It's an Among Us mod. Yep.
There we go.
I got something on there. Yeah, that's better. Okay.
Now everybody should be heard.
Hey, that's better. Okay, cool.
Hey,
We good.
All right.
And now you'll be
Alright.
conjuring music. I had it set.
I'm about to
for,
be voted out,
output.
guys.
Oh, God.
My first vote is
Among Us.
Tankanos.
How's
There
it
we
going?
go.
Welcome.
Is that revenge for
Rude.
Hobart?
Wow.
Justice for Holbard.
Hold out for Holbard.
Hold on for Holbard.
Alrighty.
Ready when you are.
Okay. So I got a random Facebook message and I was like, who, what? From my,
I hate when that happens.
it's
Yes.
my buddy and his brother were trying to help him get a new computer built. So we were discussing computer parts and things for the better part of the last 2 weeks. So I'm like, what is happening? Okay.
Yeah, she made it herself.
Awesome. Okay, close that out because I don't need that anymore. All right.
Zila, aka
Everything
Mira,
should be good to
made it
go.
herself.
Everybody good?
Yep.
I'm good.
Sweet, sweet,
Yeah,
sweet.
it does.
All right. Man, I can just sit here and read the last we left off. It would be fantastic over here on this.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I
was
have
like-
one more request before we go.
Oh.
Can
Huh?
I have the
Yeah,
map of the
Zila's
town?
the mirror that
Yes.
jumps into
Oh,
our
yeah.
chat sometimes.
Are we in the map of Barovia village still? Is that where we're at?
Yep. You're still there for a
Okay.
moment.
Okay.
Doo-bop,
Thank you.
doo-bop, bop, doo-bop. We'll start eventually. Doo-ba-da-ba-doo.
Let's just start dancing.
Shoo-ba-doop, ba-ba-da, boo-ba-doop, ba-da-da-da-da.
Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-bop, ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-bop, ba-doo-ba-doo-bop.
Okay.
That's
the
probably
musical
copyrighted. We
hour.
can't do too much of that.
No, I can sing it. I looked it up. You can sing it as long as
Can
you
you
don't have any of
sing
the
it?
original. You can't have
you-
any of the original music for it.
Do you
Okay.
But you can
think
sing it.
that that's honestly a compliment if you can sing so well that you get a copyright strike?
It
Yes.
could happen. It could happen.
Shoo-ba-doop, ba-ba-da,
It could,
boo-ba-doop,
but it also
ba-ba.
then you can contest it, and it's like
Sweet-oo.
Yeah. Yeah.
all right.
Totally not
Okay.
hyper on my end. Nope.
Your coffee show.
Not at all.
Not at all.
I haven't had 2 cups of coffee already. Let's go.
All right. Anyways, I'm gonna continue to
I'm
drink
I'm
my
falling
Bang
behind here.
energy drink.
Oof. Yeah.
Alrighty. We just throwing in sponsors here or something. All right. Why is that being weird? Okay. I'm just gonna ignore that. All right. So last session, you guys helped Irina and Ismark bury their father. And had started at the church, helped with the funeral of the burgomaster. That music is still a little bit too loud on my end, personally. There we go.
Yeah, good.
And I just smacked my microphone. Sorry. You guys had the funeral there, where several of you saw a person standing in the midst, but nobody could figure out who they were. They were there for the entire funeral and then left without anybody noticing.
Mhm.
They were there 1 second and gone the next.
Definitely not Strahd.
Definitely,
Um,
totally not.
No, no,
Mm-mm.
no.
Totally not.
Yeah.
No.
You guys went back to the tavern, had a meal, talked with Ismark and Irina, found out a few different things about the world and about the land that's here in Barovia, and got a little bit more information about Madame Ava from the Vistani that was there. And then proceeded to. Everybody went, but Hetergen went to bed, while Hetergen went out to go collect some herbs for various alchemical and herbalistic needs. And upon returning, suddenly discovered an eerie light, and watched a parade of adventurers, ghostly adventurers, come from the cemetery and start making their way toward the castle. And much to the party's own, what's the word I'm looking for? Own dismay, I guess would be a good way of putting it. Seeing their former comrade Holbard joining the parade of ghosts, seeing a ghostly image of their fallen party member joining the ghosts on their procession to the castle. Find out that it happens every day. Nobody knows why. And then after trying to go to leave, came across an old woman pushing a cart to the streets with a young boy tied to it. After some shenanigans on behalf of the party, freed the young child and managed to still get their gold out of the deal. Met back with Ismark and Arena, who were unaware of this happening, and got some information from the child. Went to go and do this investigation, upon which Ismark knocked the father unconscious
Yay!
and
Good times.
Yeah.
is now carrying him, and Zila and Drosta are escorting the wife, who has a nice red mark across her face, courtesy of Irina, to the jail, which we have deemed to be this building up here. So, when we left off, though, Zila had just had a discussion with our lovely hag. That she
But
had
we
not
don't
heard
know
of.
it's a hag.
I didn't say that. I didn't say who the hag was. I just said that she said with a lovely hag.
She knows
Lovely,
that.
yeah,
Only she
sure,
knows
okay.
that.
The voice in your head. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Yep. But
Smile.
she was left off with a conversation with the hag in her head, and giving her some interesting information. And we ended with approaching the jail and having just finished that conversation. So, where are we kicking off? We'll start off from there.
Oh boy.
Yeah, great. We're gonna kick
Were
right
we
into it.
in the
He
jail yet?
is.
No,
We're
you
still
guys were
walking
approaching
through
the jail
Okay.
Yeah.
because the conversation was happening as you were making your way there.
Right.
So you guys are basically like, you're basically like here,
Okay.
like
I
you're
might be
you're
wrong.
All right
approaching.
then.
Aren't I and Irina trying to get the kids somewhere
Yeah.
else? Yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
Okay.
Harrison,
Kyle,
I
yourself.
have
I-
two,
Hetergen,
but
and Irina
Yeah. Yeah.
were trying to find space for the other 4 children that this couple had.
Bunch of kids.
So many
Um,
children.
And they were trying to find a place or places that could take the children for the time being until a more permanent solution could be had. And excuse me. That is where we are at. we'll pick up with having just ended the conversation. I know Zophie gave
Oh,
Zila a
I
hug.
put in my notes.
Yes.
Zophie notices Zila visibly shaking. That helps
Yes.
a little bit. So
Both Drosta and Zophie
yes, I
have
also noticed a little bit of
noticed.
that issue.
You noticed it, but you're like continuing to escort the lady.
Well, yes, we're not going to leave the lady by herself. No.
Of course not. Fuck
Okay.
the bitch, man. All right.
But I'm just walking with her, so I mean, that's my thing.
So, after a few moments of the hug, of course, Zila gathers a little bit of its determination and tries to catch up with the rest of everyone, but makes sure she grabs onto Sophie's hand. And it's a firm grasp.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go get them. Yes. All right. You okay? I don't. It's.
I have a lot of questions for these two.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll yeah, just question them away. I didn't realize that. All right, we will. And then we just kind of jaunt up and catch up to the others.
Okay. As I stated previously, Ismark has the father over his shoulder, still unconscious, walking him up to the jail. So by the time you guys catch up with them, they're probably getting basically right to the doorway. By the time you guys catch up to them,
I am next to them with that as well.
yes, you are next to.
I'm holding whatever
yeah.
her name was. Yeah.
You have actually not gotten names for either of these two.
No, it was not important to us at the time.
Exactly. No, it
Zila
wasn't
does
important
not
to get their
fucking care
names.
about their names.
They don't get to names. They don't get to be
Okay.
named characters in this. No.
All you know them as so far is Mr. and Miss.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Pula
That's
and
what you know
Mrs.
them
No,
as.
Pula.
we do know the last. We do know
The
their
Darov
last names.
family was
Yeah,
it.
the
Yes,
Darov.
the
Darov.
Yeah,
Darov.
we do know
I was
their last
trying to
name.
say
at
that,
least.
and I couldn't get the word out, so just.
Now, whether my
The
character actually caught that,
better
I don't think she
traditional
did.
Barovian
She
name.
doesn't fucking care, but anyway.
Yeah. So that is currently where you guys are at. As you kind of get up there, excuse me, Ismark is going to kind of fumble with some keys that he has, and unlock the door. In which case you're going to walk in. Picture it kind of like almost like you would see in like a Western show where there's like the office in the front and then there's just like 2 or 3 jail cells in the back. That all is not a very large building. But that's kind of what it looks like. It is dusty. It doesn't look like this gets used a whole lot. But nonetheless, you have the he'll go over and like get into like the desk and grab a set of keys out, unlock it, and he'll just kind of like drop the dad into the cell. And you can either put her into that same cell or you can put her into a different cell. It's up to you.
What do you both think? Should we put them in the same cell or the separate cells?
Separate, same. Does not matter to me.
All right, Zoe.
Sorry, I was trying to fix. I couldn't open up my file for notes. It was being stupid. Sorry, what was said? I'm sorry, I'll work on that.
Separate cells or the same cell for these two?
I suppose, they're husband and wife. Put them in the same, I guess. I don't think it really matters.
Okay. In she goes. The same cell.
Fair enough. You guys can kind of throw her into that cell, and he'll lock the door. And the wife looks confused because nobody's really told her much of anything. But the husband is still fairly unconscious.
Well, Eastmark, do you want to question them now or leave them in here for a little while?
That'll have to be... Alright, it's fixed. Sorry about the blinging.
Zila speaks up before Ismar can
Voice acting on
respond
another
and
channel.
says,
You'll be lurking. Thank you for the lurk, casual.
I have questions right now, and I would like him to be awake.
Okay, 1 second. And he'll walk and go grab like a bucket and just toss some water on the wound.
Sploosh.
Yeah. Which for plot purposes will wake him up.
Seems fair to me.
Because all he was knocked unconscious. He wasn't killed. It's not like he was making death saves. He was just unconscious. So he'll kind of, let's like, come to his senses and kind of open his eyes and blink a little bit, and then like hold his head, because pounding headache after having just gotten punched in the face, and knocked unconscious by said punch.
That is what he gets.
Not saying he didn't deserve it, but so now he is awake, and is coming to his senses. So you are free to.
He is all yours, Zila.
I'm gonna turn the music
Before
down
I
just a
get
little bit.
started with my questioning, the more honest you are with your answers, the quicker this will get done with. So answer fully and truthfully. And I say this to both of them.
Okay. The guy kind of like dazingly shakes his head. The wife she's like trying to like get him to come to his senses.
Are you
So.
shaking your head because you don't want to answer honestly? Or
No,
are you shaking your head because
Nodding.
you have a headache?
Sorry, nodding. Head.
It's just the age old. Which one is it?
Can't.
Can't say
Nodding
shaking.
head.
You gotta be
Indicating
careful.
agreement.
You gotta be
know.
careful with that.
I know.
It
I
means
know.
something different.
I know. That's just okay. He's nodding his head slowly.
He vertically shakes his head.
Okay, vertically shakes his head. Nods. Got it. Okay. Hold on. Writing in my notes. Okay. D, I might actually just ask you to send me the copied notes later.
I'll do what I can.
Okay. All right. So, first off, when was the first time you met that lady?
Let me see. Around I don't even know. A couple months ago, I think. Couple months ago, I think, somewhere in there.
A couple months.
I don't know. Time is. I lose track of it here. Not much to do.
Hmm. Was she always selling pies?
As far as I'm aware, all she's ever sold to us.
Why did you buy them?
Because I wanted to. Is that a question?
Yes.
Because they're dream pastries. They help you dream.
Explain.
He's gonna look at you very confusedly, like I don't know what you're asking.
Why would you need to have dream pastries?
To have pleasant dreams and not nightmares. Why else would you need them?
Zila holds in what she really wants to say and decides to move on. Did you give all of your fortune just for these damn pies?
I don't know what fortune you're talking about. I ain't got no fortune.
So you mean to tell me you've been selling your children for months?
Never said that either.
Interesting, because when we spoke to Lucian, he mentioned that at least 2 other of his siblings has been sold for a pie.
I didn't sell them just for a pie. You know how hard it is to keep track of 7 children when you barely have enough for just yourself?
She inhales and holds in another thing. So, you're buying these pies for pleasant dreams because you can't handle having all these children. Why are you having children? If you're going
You
to treat them like this.
see anything else to do here?
That is a fair
They-
point.
Children are not a pastime.
Wife looks very embarrassed when he says that, just for the fun of it.
Children are not a pastime.
I didn't say they were a pastime, but they're a consequence of the pastime. And he kind of smiles to himself.
I want to smack this.
Mhm.
Oh,
This is
we're getting
simultaneously
there.
my least favorite and my most favorite NPC to be playing.
It's so funny.
That's terrible.
Oh my.
Your favorite pastime, but probably not hers. Moving on.
Yeah.
So, did you notice anything extraordinary about this lady at all? Anything that you could notice?
No, she's an old lady who sells pies that taste good and give you good dreams. I don't know why. I don't know anything about them. I just know they taste good and they give you good dreams.
At this point, Zila looks at everyone in the group. Do any of you have any questions?
So you're selling these children that you have made with your fun times in order to eat these pies that are apparently delicious. They're the best things in the world. Do you not normally dream? Does everyone here in Barovia have nightmares?
You either have nightmares or you have nothing.
Okay, and is that normal in other places around here? Does everywhere in this godforsaken world have nightmares, or is it just a product of this shadow of the castle that everyone seems to keep talking about?
You think I travel around a whole lot? I don't know.
Would be a better pastime than being a terrible father.
Well, I mean, at least he's not getting around. That would make him an even worse father. But I digress. So you don't do anything with your life. You're a piece of crap who sells his children for a pastry. Do you know anything else about this hag that my cousin was asking you about? You know,
I never
maybe
mentioned
some
anything.
I
I
Never
didn't
Shh.
say
said
that.
anything about a hag.
Did I say hag? Sorry.
You meant the lady.
That
Maybe.
this lady that sold
Yes.
pies. Do you know anything else about this lady? Where she lives?
I don't got a clue.
You don't
He
have.
comes through town, sells the pastries out the cart, leaves.
How often does she come by you in the
He
house?
said he doesn't have a clue. Insight 19.
He's telling the truth.
Okay.
He doesn't have a clue.
I believe he doesn't know shit.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I know.
Yeah,
But I'm just
yeah.
saying your character would
Yeah,
see
yeah.
that he is believable.
All right. Now, is there anything you're holding back? Anything you're not telling us because you're afraid of us knowing? Because I have ways to make you talk.
Sela smiles.
Well, and what about you? I pointed at the wife. Like, did you also have the dream pastries with the nightmares and the good dreams?
No, I don't eat them myself.
But you consented to him selling your children.
Roll insight.
Can I roll insight on this too?
Yep.
Please, God.
There.
All of you can roll it. Those of you, well, the three of
Dang
you
it,
that
my
are there.
skills tab up.
Gonna
Okay,
say, you're not
We
you're
are
not
not-
gonna want my insights.
that's not much better.
For some reason, I feel like someone about a quarter of a mile that way is lying.
Strange feeling.
What is? Hold on. Getting a phone call.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
God,
Tell him to
no.
piss off.
we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Fuck off! I'm playing D&D. Go
We're
away.
trying to
I'm-
interrogate a piece of shit and his other piece of shit wife. Okay?
We're
sorry.
sorry.
not.
The number you've called right now is far too busy to deal with your shit. Please call again when I call you. Goodbye.
Exactly.
Ah, yes. Back to the drug muffins.
Back to the rock muffin.
Insight check. Insight check. I
I
hope
love how
we
annoyed
get
Sophie
this
is with
deal.
everything.
I love how both.
Sophia.
Oh no, both of them are. Yeah.
That's right. No
Oh.
adulting.
We're
There's
not
like
done.
a real disdain for everything like related to like
Oh.
Strahd and Barovia that I just really enjoy.
It's just like, why the hell am I here?
Bullshit.
You guys don't even know
Your
the half of it
place.
right now. I can't
Like
wait.
it.
I've been looking forward to this session so bad,
Oh,
like more
yes.
so than in past. Like, this is one of the diagrams that I wrote up.
Goodness gracious.
I'm trying to figure out how to ask the questions I want to ask properly. It's really hard.
Phone, why?
Okay, it gives me
Because
time to think.
people.
Yeah. Use this time.
Yep.
Oh, I don't need to think about the next thing I want to do. I'm just waiting for the
Well, lucky you.
green
Yeah.
light. I'm just waiting for the green light, man. And you guys don't even know what the green light
Not
is.
all of us have flowcharts.
I DM'd you my notes so far.
Yes, thank you. I've been actually able to keep up pretty well with it. It's just sometimes I get into the conversation and I forget to take notes. So
Yeah, AJ, Q
Yeah,
would
to
be
so
like,
honest, I'm not focused
hand
on the
around their neck.
note-taking this
Tell me
episode.
everything you know.
That's fine, you have
I'll
two
fucking
note
beat the
takers.
shit out of you.
Yeah.
If you ever have questions,
Intimidation.
stream with your note takers, so you just ask. That's fine. Yeah.
Just message one of y'all.
You're like, what was the color of this room? I got you probably, so it's fine.
The color of this room is
Oh.
Western.
Alright, I'm gonna back out to my mom's hair real quick, so I will peace out for a second.
Okay.
All right.
Be back.
Oh,
This is one of those moments where I wish my character had strength. Just a little bit. A
Mm.
little bit more than what she has.
Are you sure you don't mean charisma?
yeah. need that for
No
intimidation.
strength.
Yeah, okay.
Because
Well-
I really want to like bitch
Ah,
slap
you're
both
right.
of these people, but
Pain,
knowing
then
me,
intimidation.
I'll go for the unarmed strike, roll a 1, and it'll be 0.
Yeah.
So it'd do
I-
absolutely
isn't-
nothing.
Isn't damage minimum 1? Or is that
Yeah, but
not
you
a...
still have to hit, presumably.
Yeah,
And yeah,
that's
you still have to
true.
hit.
Okay.
They are
Sorry about that.
commoners,
That was
so
actually
it's not like they're
important.
wearing armor.
D had to go answer
Oh,
her
fine.
mom, and she had the questions for the person.
That's
but
fine. My church's website is just offline.
Oh,
Just
Where
DDoS.
was calling
Yeah.
you?
just
How
offline.
dare.
My brother called me and goes, "Do you know my church website offline?" No. I was like, "Let me look." Yep, offline. I have no idea why.
Huh.
weird.
Weird.
I have not gotten any email about anything about it going offline. Got nothing. So he's gonna try and contact the people that we have our website through because he has the contact information and try to be like, "Do you guys know why this is offline?" Because it was just up like 2 days ago. I was just on it
Mm-hmm.
doing just general maintenance that I have to do.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's random.
Oh,
So
yeah, that
that
don't
was
sound
actually
too good.
relatively important.
Mhm.
Okay, I need to add this to my list of
But
things down here.
once D gets back, we can continue if that's okay.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So just out of curiosity, while we're all here and kind of
Yeah.
chilling for a moment,
Okay.
I want to run by current updates. The 13th, the Monday or whatever, I go and investigate an apartment, possibly like it's the 14th. Possibly like start the process to like get into that apartment.
Have
That sounds
fun.
Exciting.
Yeah. It
Where
probably
at?
won't be till the end of November or so. Sean, I'm moving to Gretna.
Really?
Yeah.
Heck
Yep.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Heck
I
yeah.
found a nice apartment. I forgot what it's called. Actually, one I like.
Oh,
Are
so
you
are you
still
gonna be
gonna-
working out of Ashland or out of Elkhorn?
No, I will be in Ashland.
At
But
Camp
it's
Ash-
like
working at Camp
yeah,
Ashland? Yeah, it's like a
15-minute
30-minute, not
drive.
even 30-minute drive. It's like 15-minute drive.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Are you still going to
Yeah.
be able to visit Micah and his job?
No, Micah
No.
will be 4 hours away
Joey,
from
I
us.
meant.
No, yeah.
Because
No.
like I was on, I was talking to him in Discord, and he's like, "Oh, Joey's here." I'm like, "Tell him I said hi."
Yeah, probably not. I'll be able
Aw.
to hang out with Sean though.
There you go.
Right.
Yeah.
You can come visit me at my job.
Yeah. Pester you while you're on the clock.
There you go.
Yeah, for the
It
hour
is.
that we're open, either the hour that we're open when I'm there and an hour open before I leave. Oh,
Let me look if it was
Um,
this one. It is this one. Are you familiar with the Northridge?
oh yeah,
apartment?
Northridge. Yeah, I actually was looking
Yeah.
at apartments in that area before everything went down with my dad.
Yeah.
Those are they're nice apartments.
They look nice. Yeah.
I know somebody who used to live in them. They're pretty nice apartments. So yeah, heck yeah.
So that's where everything stands so far. I still don't really know like what my schedule is day to day or anything. I just know I gotta show up the 15th at like 5 in the morning.
Oof.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Fine.
in other adult news, I'm one of those people that likes writing with pens, but I'm very picky with what kind of pens I write with. I don't like those like really cheap $2 ones that you can buy because it feels like I'm either scratching the paper or the ink is just not good or anything like that. So I've done a lot of research into pens, guys.
Oh,
The one that
okay.
I'm using right now makes me so happy, and it's cheap. And believe it or not, they're Sharpie brand.
They're
Oh, I love those
Sharpie.
ones. I think I know what you're
Yes!
talking about. I love those ones.
The gel ones.
Yeah, those
They
ones, I love
write
them.
so smooth,
Right.
and
I like-
it's just
I like those, and I like the Zebra brand, like the metal case ones.
Yeah.
I like those ones too.
it's one of those things that's like I it was getting to the point where I really considered buying like one of those $20 pens that writes really nicely because I've gotten that particular about them. But this one is like, okay, this is cheaper and it writes well, we're gonna use these. And I have a whole case of them, so I should never run out.
My chat. Slime Girl likes gel pens. What a coincidence.
Okay, chat, look. I liked gel pens before I was a slime girl, so ha!
Proof it didn't
Shut-
happen.
Proof for it didn't happen. I could go and get my receipts for things, but
I don't
that
know.
would be kind of PII over the internet. No, thank you. I
Well,
texted D to see if everything was okay.
I'm sure it is. She's just
It's fine,
doing
just
things
leave her alone.
and getting stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Chat,
Fantasy
just
Grounds
leave-
isn't responding.
Oh no.
No.
Please don't crash.
Uh-oh.
Please.
It's fine.
If it does crash, you have time to reload.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, this laptop.
I'm back.
is
I'm coming.
10 years
Okay.
old. Fantasy Ground, please. Please.
Look, it's not as terrifying as each time trying to manually adjust the screen as completely breaks my PC. Like, what the fuck, man?
Didn't bring phone with. I was doing my mom's hair, so.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Glad to hear that everything's okay.
Oh yeah, we good.
All right, so your questions were to the lady if she doesn't eat she said she doesn't eat them, and then we rolled an insight check.
Correct.
Yeah.
Well, it was about consenting to sell her children specifically, but
And that too, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. With the 15. Oh, actually, hold on. I brought this up for a reason. Hold on. Game. Let me click.
With the 15.
Hold on. I need to roll this.
Crash.
Oh.
Well. Never mind.
Okay.
With all of you.
Oh,
we're trying
cool.
so hard.
Terribly.
All of us. Okay.
You could tell that she's like, she consented to selling them, but she's not 100% down with that idea.
So she's not as. Congratulations, you got the not as.
That's shitty parent award.
Not as big of a
she's
jerk
still
as
a
you could have
shitty.
been.
No, she's still shitty.
I said less shitty to be clear.
Yeah, less.
Are we done here?
I don't think we're going to ever know why. So
Okay.
I think that is all we can do for now.
So now Zila drops her facade. And she looks directly in the eyes of the father and goes, so all of this was for just dreams because you can't handle a nightmare. You can't handle a nightmare. So you buy these pies, giving your children away just to feel good for a night. Do you have any idea what kind of nightmare your kids are going through right now? Do you have any idea what the hell you just forced on them? You had zero right to do that. To call yourselves parents would be an insult to literally every single other parent in the entire world.
Sophie. Zila.
Hmm?
God, I want some kind of roll to see if I pick up on, do you have any idea what they went through? Because the way you said that, it sounds like you do.
Oh yeah, you could 100%
Wow.
pick up on something that
Okay.
you 100% pick up on it. Like
Okay.
I threw it for the lulz, to be honest.
Mhm.
I
Nope,
was fully fine with choosing to fail it.
It's
But
fine. Just
yeah, 100% you're picking up on that Zila knows what they're going through. She waits a moment,
noted. Not saying anything.
Hold on.
continues.
I'm
Go ahead.
trying. Okay.
Go ahead.
He would say something. I'm just trying to formulate it in my head the way I
Go
want
for
it.
it. Go for it. Let's see if I interrupt or not.
How do I want to word this in the way I want it to come out? Okay, so you asked him, yeah, if he had for the nightmares, if he had any idea what his children had gone through. He will look at you and go, obviously, you ain't from around here.
I don't
You've been here
care.
long enough.
I don't care
Know
if I
what's
haven't been
like
around
here.
here. I don't care what kind of nightmares you've had. I'd rather suffer 1,000 nightmares for the rest of my life rather than subject any child of mine to the hell that you just subjected them to. Should I give you a
They,
demonstration of 1% of what they could possibly be going through right now? And she produces 3 daggers with projected weaponry.
Oh.
okay.
Pointed at who? Can I ask?
She's not pointing them at anything right now.
They're just floating in space.
They're just floating.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Zila. They're not worth it.
What are they? How are they reacting?
The wife is scared. The husband is how do I best describe this?
Is he pissing his pants?
No, he's not.
Unfortunate.
He is he is like he's looking at you. You had brought those up, so there's a moment of like, that's weird, but also just this look of trying to think of the word I'm looking for.
Is empathetic what you're looking for?
No,
Apathetic?
no,
Ugh.
it's not. It's not apathy.
Okay.
Why can't I think of this word? It's really annoying me.
Is it a sad emotion? Is it a happy emotion?
No,
I'm amused. Like,
it's
I'm
not.
amused?
It's along the lines of calling your bluff, but it's not that. He's not calling your bluff because he doesn't think that you're not going to do something. That's not the case.
Just doesn't matter what you do. Or
Yeah, I guess kind of just a yeah, of a look of
Uh,
along that
So
lines of like
what?
just doesn't like
I
doesn't
mean,
seem
that
to.
would be apathy a bit.
I
yeah,
Yeah.
guess,
that
but
would
that's
be
not.
apathy, probably.
Yeah, I guess technically. I
Apathy,
guess technically it would
apathetic,
be apathy. Yeah.
depression.
I guess, yeah, technically I guess it would be apathetic. Yeah, I guess that would probably be the best way. That's not quite what I'm looking for, but I guess that would be the best way to put it.
You did call it.
I kind of agree with Sophie. It seems like they don't really care about whatever we do to them.
Zila closes her eyes and lets, all three of them fall. Not fall, but like she lets the image go away. And says, "Unlike you two, I know when to stop." And she walks out of the jail.
Okay. Around the time that you would walk out would be around the time that Mikhail and Harrigan would get there
Okay.
Would
after
we
having
have the
and
kids?
Irina.
Ye-
No, you just by the time it's taken them to go over there,
It is a long
have
walk
all
to
of
the jail.
Yeah.
like having walked over there because they were escorting a person and carrying a person, so they didn't move as fast. By the time they got over there, got them in there, got him woken up to the point where he was coherent enough to answer questions and done the questioning and all that, it would be about the time that you guys would get to the jail. So you would get to the jail seeing Zila walk out of the jail.
and we've
Um,
well,
I don't know what Drosta and Sophie are planning to do there, but
I
they would get there.
turn to Ismark and well, they are in prison now, and hopefully their children will never be near them again. And that is the important thing about the children. Whether they stay alive or not, that is up to you. And I'll leave too.
Ismark is like standing there in thought. He's like deep in thought at the moment. Um,
What does Harrigan and Mikhail do?
oh, okay. Is Zoe coming outside too, or
I just locked
Yes,
out.
yes, I'll follow my cousin.
I was just curious if it was
Yep.
coming out.
Yeah.
Alright, we're all outside the jail now.
Oh, look, we're all together.
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
you caught up with us.
We figured it out. How? What did that whole thing go? They're in jail now, or what?
They are in jail now. It is locked.
Ah,
Well,
good
that's-
riddance.
I suppose we'll see. But now what?
Well, all we figured
Find
out
any
was that
information?
all we figured out was that the dream pastries were just coming through, and then it was only the husband apparently eating them. So the wife was complicit, but did not actually partake of the dream pastry.
Did you happen to find out what the pastries were?
No,
Hmm.
Well, very odd.
were the children
wanted-
okay wherever they went?
yes, they should be fine where we've taken them.
Oh, that is good.
Good, good. Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, as a player who would have been there, what was the overall feeling from the children getting taken out of their homes and
Okay. Roll me an insight check and just don't roll a 1. Because they're children, they're not great at hiding emotions. but they're also children. Okay, yeah,
That
you
was so
killed
close to
that.
a
Oh,
one.
that's excellent.
Basically, it was like just don't roll a one because they're children. Children don't hide their emotions well, but you could
It'll be
misinterpret their
rolled
emotions.
children.
Yeah.
They seem to be very apathetic about the entire
Yeah,
process. They
okay.
seem to not really care.
Huh.
Yeah. All right.
The children do not seem to care about anything. I mean, they were playing and laughing and such with their siblings, but if the with their parents, they don't seem to pay any mind or care at all.
The sad thing
if-
while we were dealing with the children is they didn't seem to really care that this was all happening to them or the parents.
There were a couple of them that were afraid, younger children.
A couple were afraid.
But not like
But
not not like cowering, but like you could tell that there was some fear to them. But other than that, like they were just really apathetic about the whole process.
to be expected, I suppose.
Aye.
Well, I hope it'll be better for them then after they are rehomed and everything goes well. Well, as best as it can in this area, but
Only so much to ask for. So,
is there
Now what?
anything else you need from us, Irina, before we leave the area?
I do not think so. Let me go see if Ismark knows of anything.
He's in the jail. I left him in there.
Okay, and she will.
You didn't leave him locked up, did you?
No, he was on the outside of the jail cell. He was on the outer part of the jail. They were in the inner part of the jail.
Master, I don't think that you can arrest.
Also, he has the keys. It would not matter.
Fair enough.
While she goes inside to talk to Eastmark, everybody roll perception check.
Oh, do I have
Where's
my
the-
advantage?
Yeah.
No. This is yes.
A 13 and that
Yes.
is perfect for
Sorry,
exactly
I
what's
just have to
going on
remember
with
if
Zila.
they, like, give me disadvantage or not every time. So
I
that's
don't
why
currently have
I'm
my elf
disconnected!
familiar.
OBS NAR!
No.
No.
But
Should
like
I-
Give it a second.
it gets
5
the
seconds.
bonuses
Technical
on the
difficulties.
perceptions, but it doesn't like. It's not like you get 3 rolls for a single perception check.
Oh, I know.
You're,
Yeah. Honestly, is
Okay,
it's
we're
mechanically
good.
fine.
speaking,
Don't
you're
worry.
either
How do
looking,
you-
you're either using it to
Does
look through
tell
and get
you.
perception from it, or you're using yourself. If you
Yeah.
don't, you don't get the 3 chances to roll above a number. That's not how that works.
No, that's fine. That said, can you drop me my elf familiar again? It got unpinned from my bar.
because you.
Yeah, it crashed.
I was like, I did that already. What are you talking
Yes, you did.
about? Okay,
Everything
give
got
me,
broken again.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me bring it up. There you go.
Personally, I think I
Boom.
prefer roll 20 AJ.
And
This
for
does
future
some
reference,
things,
I
more
will
things
use either the
automatically,
owl
so it's
or,
nicer in some aspects.
Peregrine for perception.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's see. So this will be the order in. So I had you roll this because it'll be the order in which you see this happening. So it'll be first Zophi, then Hetergen, then Zila, Mikhail, and finally Bedrosta.
Right.
You see someone walking up the road toward the jail. The first person we'll see it will be Zophi. And you'll see them kind of toward as they come out from behind the houses.
What do they look like?
So you wouldn't be able to tell right away, but as they get closer,
What are they wearing?
It looks to be a human male, in fairly nice clothing.
Can I believe looking for illusions is investigation?
Yep, sure, go ahead.
Just to make sure there's no shenanigans going on here. Seems fine to me.
Yep, everything seems fine to you.
Okay.
But yeah, as they would get closer, you would begin to see a human male in nice clothing come walking up the road toward the jail.
Is he average height? Just is anything sticking out other than the fact that he's well dressed?
Well, hold on, I'm getting there. I'm just
Okay.
he has what he sees, and
Yeah,
at
yeah.
that distance, that's what he sees. Is he sees
Okay.
a nicer dressed human male.
I'll wait till he
Not like
gets
stranger
closer
approaching.
to say something.
I see nothing, so it's just
Yeah.
But
Nothing's
as
happening.
he
So you guys will see him as he gets closer and closer. Come on, load for me here, Fantasy Grounds. I'm like trying to click on things,
Strahd,
and I'm like,
Strahd,
come on,
Strahd.
load for me here.
Uh,
No, it.
no, it's not. It's no.
Don't get
Oh,
too
no,
excited.
No, it's not Daddy.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I hate it, Chris. I hate
I know.
it.
Sorry, Daddy.
You're welcome.
Sorry,
He does
Daddy.
it.
Sorry.
Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry. Daddy, sorry.
Oh my god.
But yeah, so as you see this gentleman come
I am. Thank you, AJ.
walking up, you begin to see a fairly well-dressed man in black pants with a red shirt.
Fuck your
cape hanging
smile.
off,
God
black
damn it.
shoulder-length hair, and a sword at his hip,
Hmm.
walking up the road.
Excuse me, sir. Can we help you?
Hold on, let me...
Yep. Mute yourself. Practice the
Oh boy.
voice.
Get the voice.
Strahd.
Daddy. DADDY. You know
I
what we
see
want
you're
and why.
What?
Sorry.
Okay, so what did you
I
ask?
can't.
Sorry. Can we help you, sir?
I see that I am not the only one who has come to see what has happened.
Well, we are the ones who who are you?
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Count Strahd von Zaurovich.
Oh, thank God! Finally, so many people have been talking about you and saying that, like, oh, you're like this horrible person who's just like you don't like.
Zophie?
Sophie,
No,
would you not just go
no.
to somebody and just tell them all the things you've heard about them? That's
People
rude.
are saying horrible things and that like you don't let them do anything. And we have been looking for you for so
Sheila
long.
grabs
And
Zophie's arm and pulls her
Particularly
next
just
to her.
her, by the way. That is only her talking about this stuff.
Tenkanos, why are you trying to give us a TPK?
Thanks.
Awesome. Yeah, he's gonna fucking kill us.
No. It's
Jeez.
Zila grabs Zophie's arm and
Well,
and
I'm
pretty
not
much
saying bad
drags
things.
her to the next
Other
to her.
people are saying bad things. Look, I just wanna.
Sophie.
I just wanna talk to him. He seems amicable.
Perhaps you should lead with like respect because he is the leader supposedly of this area.
Yes, he is. But I just. Sorry, you're right. But
God's like expression.
look, I just you're not. You're very. Look. I would like to humbly ask, how do we get out of your lands?
Why would you wish to leave these lands?
Well, you see, some
Barely
people
been here.
took us from our
We've barely
home, and
seen anything.
you're right, but we're not from around here, and there's this fog we can't get through. But we were told if we get permission from you, then we can leave.
That's permission does not come so easily.
Okay, but is there something you want?
I do not believe that you would have anything that I would desire.
Perhaps there's something we can do for you. Surely even a count must have something he wants.
Zila's just watching this
I know.
exchange very carefully.
So Rosta is slightly horrified, just like standing in the silence.
I am
Yeah,
I am
like-
behind Mikhail.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
So
Oh,
he stands
Kyle
up.
is shrinking.
Sophie
He's more scared
doesn't
than any of us
understand the
have
weight
ever
of the
seen him.
situation.
Yeah.
Not at
So
all.
for
That doesn't
size
inspire
perspective,
confidence
he is
for
about the same height as Mikhail. He is about 6'4". He is a
Okay.
tall gentleman.
Yeah, I'm
And-
looking up. Got it.
Yeah, and he is
No.
he is like he is in shape. He is not
Yeah.
scrawny. Like he is built.
Can I just describe the mental image that I had? It had
Okay.
nothing to do with like our actual looks. In my head, I see a little chihuahua barking at a Great Dane.
Literally, this is what's happening.
I am not
That's
Not
literally what's
entirely
happening.
wrong.
barking. You act like I'm being hostile.
It sounds like being
Um,
You
hostile.
opened up with like, how do we
It's
get out of your
hostility,
horrible
come
lands?
on.
And you suck. Everyone says you suck.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Anyways,
like
this is not in character, but continue. Anyways,
Well, okay.
So full record,
Yes.
that is what he looks like. For
There's
those of you who
Daddy,
do not know.
yes.
Love it.
oh goodness.
Love it a lot.
And that is very similar to what he is currently wearing. He doesn't have like the shoulder pauldrons on. He just has the cape around. But he's in that same red kind of, I guess jerkin would be a better lack of a better term for that.
We will get TPK'd if we try
and the
that, AJ.
dark pants with his sword at his hip.
Excellent.
Well, I apologize for our friend being
No.
so presumptuous.
He was about to. Surely a count like you
Literally
must have
don't care
something
about
that you want.
Chris, can you make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Sure.
Me.
Sure. A wisdom saving throw. Oh boy! Woo!
Oh,
Maybe.
maybe.
You immediately stop talking and have no reason to talk any longer.
Fuck!
Yeah.
It's a 20, isn't it?
As you
It's
are
so
struck by his
or
beguiling gaze and are just enthralled with him currently.
Oh, so your character is
so
actually the way
so
you are
hot.
IRL now. Got it.
But I shut up.
Anyway, so we are sorry.
And
The-
Zila notices this question mark.
I mean, you would notice that she suddenly stopped running
Stopped
her
talking.
mouth.
Yeah,
out of
just-
nowhere.
Just
but-
you should just like
yeah,
Oh,
basically like that. It's literally like that. But you don't see him do anything. He just simply looks around and looks at her, and then just she stops.
Interesting.
God damn it. That has to, I swear to God, I bet I missed it by 1.
It may or may not be DC 20 wisdom saving throw.
Oh my God.
Maybe. All right. The roast is trying to save face, so
Yeah, no, and he doesn't. He's not doing anything actively hostile. Like he has this commanding presence. Like he's the count. Like this.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
is
for
the
sure.
guy.
Do I
But
have
he's not
to?
like he's not being hostile. He's not making any hostile moves. He's just standing there observing the group of you and kind of half ignoring the one that was continue talking until it just couldn't any
sorry.
longer.
Do I?
Well,
Do I have to roll insight to know whether or not this is quote unquote normal for somebody to do?
I think
Or
you
would
can
I
just
know at this point?
You would know that is not normally
Okay,
how she would act in the
great.
scenario.
Thank you.
But you would not
Okay.
know why.
Yeah. All right.
I will continue speaking to Strahd.
Yeah.
We were with the burgomaster Ismark, and we were escorting some, I don't know, parents of children to the jail because they were giving up their children for a pastry, and that seemed wrong. So they're all in there.
I had heard that something was occurring here in the village, but I was unaware of what exactly it was. Forgive me a moment. I will go check and see. And
Of
then he will
course.
walk past all of you and into the jail.
How long after he goes in do I snap to
Yeah.
normal?
Zila's
as
kind
soon
of
as-
like looking
as-
at her
yeah.
like, are you
Once
okay?
line of sight?
So as soon as he walks into the building, it would drop.
Zophie, are you okay?
Oh
Need to go.
God.
We should keep
What?
walking as we talk. Let's us walk
We need to
casually
stop.
away.
So weird. I was just asking Strahd something, and then I just he's
He affected your mind. He can do that. Let's go.
he's
First of
God,
all,
he's
okay,
Now.
Mikhail,
Did you
what is the
realize how
title we
beautiful
address
he
this
is?
Strahd as?
like oh my god, he is just
Yes, that is very
stunning.
alluring.
So I'm
We
grabbing
are walking.
and we are
But
pushing
no,
and we are
We are
moving.
But
walking.
wait,
I will
Stunning.
pick her up if we
I
have
still
to.
have
Walking
I still have questions as you're just like
Zophie,
pulling me
no,
along.
no.
I have questions for
Yeah.
Zila's
How-
dragging
Yeah.
Sophie.
not.
There's no way I can
As-
resist both
as-
of you. You just drag
As
me
you guys are
along.
walking,
No,
as you
all
guys
three of us are
walking
helping with this.
away,
Yeah,
Three,
this is
sorry.
necessary.
Roll,
Yeah.
roll perception check. If anybody has advantage on hearing, this would be the thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay, well.
Oh, well, actually,
Well,
another 19.
Hey, double 17.
Double 17s. Wow.
oh well.
Okay, so Zophie and Mikhail would hear this.
Mm.
Oh no, actually, hold on. And yeah, so Zophie and Mikhail would hear this. Because you both rolled above a 15. As especially, this makes so much sense that Mikhail would hear this. As you're trying to usher people away, you hear some noises coming from the jail that do not sound very pleasant. You hear a male and female screaming coming from the jail.
Hmm.
Is Mark and Irina or other people?
It does not sound like he's marking the arena.
Keep walking.
Okay.
Are you saying that?
Does it sound
No,
like
I don't say
death
shit.
cries? Is
Sophie
that
hears too.
I don't know. How many people would Zophie have seen or heard death cries coming from?
Well, I did adventure with my mom for a bit, so I'd at least be familiar of death cries of creatures.
That's true. That's true.
Doesn't sound like death cries.
Mikhail would view. Mikhail would know. But yeah, it sounds like very painful death cries coming from the male and female. And as you're kind of pushing them down the road, and you get pretty much almost back down toward the houses, before, like, if anybody turns back around, you would see the three of them come out of the jail. And you'll see the three of them talking to each other.
They
as
are
come out
or
of the
aren't
jail.
talking?
They are.
Okay.
So
Three of them are
they're
talking
out
to each
of
other.
the jail talking to
They come out
Strahd.
of- Yes.
Is Mark and Strahd or
Ismark and Arena are outside the jail talking to Strahd.
Time of day right now. Did it take a long time for us to do all that, or
I'm
not?
stressed.
I would say by now you're like mid-afternoon, like 2:30ish, I would say. Because you guys had the encounter with the woman, and then immediately went from there to Irina and them. Then you started an investigation, so that took
A lot of back and forth.
it was a lot of back and forth.
So-
But the town is not that large. I mean, it's just a small village. It's not that big. It's maybe a mile, top to bottom, side to side. It's not that big.
Okay.
Just for
But,
the record.
go ahead. But yeah, so I would say it's probably about 2:30 or so.
Anyone can object or do anything they want, but for the record, Mikhail is leading west out of town. That is the direction he is pushing.
I would know time of day, and I'd be like, "Can we get to this camp before it becomes dark, or at least a little bit after it becomes dark, maybe?"
Get out of here.
Okay, I'm down.
Right. We should go see
Can
Ava.
we?
I have no objection to this. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't,
So we should go see.
Let's
How long would
throw
it
in
take us
the-
maybe
to get?
Strahd talking was a bad idea.
To get to Madame Ava from here, it would take probably
Daddy.
maybe 4 or 5 hours.
It's fine.
Okay, that's good
Because
enough.
it's after that that the road gets all windy and crisscrossy. That takes a long time. It's a fairly straight shot from there.
It's not that. It's pretty
So-
close. Okay,
Yeah, it's relatively
we can
close.
get there evening. It's good enough. We should get out of here now.
Well, let us go then.
Yes.
To the west.
All right.
Zila looks like she wants to say something, but then
I
she
am
decides against
shaking.
it.
Well, we'll all have plenty of time to talk to each other on the journey west.
Yes, we can talk while we walk.
Oops, too much soon. There we go.
All right. So you guys can start making your way out of Barovia village.
Great. Now to Barovia world map.
Yep.
Mhm.
So as you begin to cross over, and you begin to walk through, you come across like a bridge that runs over water. And excuse me. Kyle, you would know this is the river Ivlis. Ivlis. I'm not sure how you pronounce that actually. It's Ivlis. I'm not sure how to pronounce that
However
actually.
you want to pronounce it. It'll
Ivlis is how I'm going to pronounce it. But you see that the water itself is as clear as it's just completely clear. You can see all the way to the bottom. It's a very clean river. And the river is roughly 50 feet wide with a bridge across it. And they are like, this is not like a rickety wooden bridge. This is like a stone arched bridge across them. It does not look rickety on it. It is a stone bridge.
Is there anything in the water?
Just some fish.
Is anybody following us out of town?
Roll perception.
Oh boy.
following us out of town.
I'm so good at perception. I
I-
love that.
The thing that
Nope.
I would like to ask about after this is done rolling,
Sure.
is there like forest on either side of the bridge? Like it looks like it's so on here, but how far away is that essentially?
So on the Barovian village side, it's probably a good couple. You probably you can see like the edge of the forest from where you are, but it's probably like a mile or two away from shore, at least, or a mile or two away from where the bridge is. So it's a decent distance. On the other side of the bridge, it's a couple 100 feet from the bridge. At most.
And we're currently on the Barovian side of the bridge, yes?
You're on the Barovian side of the bridge, coming up to that bridge.
Okay. All right. No questions from me now.
Okay, I'll wait for Chris to be back.
Oh, I didn't notice Chris had left.
I
Also did not notice that he
just
had
noticed
left.
it. That I was like, nope. We'll stop for a second.
That's fair.
Okay.
Bet you didn't see that one coming.
Sorry about that.
I don't know. As soon as you said guy, I'm like, Strahd.
Oh my god.
He's been looking for
Ran
a
out of me,
his
so that
chance.
did.
Life flashed
Oh.
before all of our eyes. It's fine.
What do you mean? Life
Sophie
is.
nearly killed
I finally got to talk to him. Everything's
Like
great.
actually shaking.
And he
from my
literally
end.
shut you up.
Yes, he actually
That's
shut you up
exactly
as
what he
well.
did.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you.
Thankfully, it's all he did. Yeah.
The DM's like, I'm doing you a favor. Fail.
Basically, I was
Yeah.
like, you don't want
Good to
to
fail.
succeed this save.
I'm sitting here like
I wanted to succeed. It would have been
Zila
great.
pulls
Oh,
Sophie
no.
over
It would have been
closer
very
to
funny
her.
if you had.
Like,
I
It
need
would
to
have
God.
been.
remember that I have guidance. That said, in retrospect, I'm glad I didn't guidance that.
It would have.
It would be a save
Well,
anyway, so it wouldn't
guidance
matter.
isn't
Yeah.
saves.
It's checks.
Resistance to do
Yeah.
saves,
Yeah.
but yes.
It would have been
Alright.
great because from a roleplay standpoint, it would have just been like, so, anyways,
Literally, yeah.
Basically, yeah. It would've been
and then he would have been like,
okay.
dominate.
Uh-huh.
Instant puddle. Okay.
Yeah, it's like there. It,
Puddle.
from a
Yeah.
like there's the part of me that goes, it would have been great if you would have failed because it would have I would have had other fun things to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's great that you did fail because it just you got that moment of just like, and you're done.
See,
Which
you
also
this,
shows that
And everyone in the group is just like,
you know that talking thing you're doing?
Like everyone's holding their
Stop.
breath. Yeah.
yeah, basically.
Literally just like the whole time.
oh my god. Okay,
Oh my
just to
God.
let you know, Mr. Tenkanos, I don't know when you disappeared, but I asked about like the forests on either side. So,
Oh,
do you want
okay.
to know about that information?
Yes,
or...
yes, I'm sorry.
So,
Yeah.
I could recap real quick.
Yep, go
The
ahead.
forest on the Barovian side is about a mile away from where the bridge is.
Okay.
And then on the opposite side, the forest is about 100 feet
Okay.
from the bridge. Okay.
Yeah. So it's far enough away that if somebody were tailing you, you would
You could
see them
see.
because they would have to be at least on the edge of the forest, which would be able to be seen. But it's not far enough away that it'd be
I have another question,
possible.
actually.
So, yes.
Speaking of,
How
make
long
that
is
roll
this
too.
bridge? You said it's 50 feet wide, but you didn't say how long.
Well, no, 50. Like the river is 50 feet wide, so it covers the
Oh,
span
so
of 50 feet.
okay, so we could see the other side of the forest pretty clearly right now. I would like to look at the forest and see if there's anyone being weird.
Okay, roll perception check.
Mikhail did a check for the falling behind us too. That was not
Beautiful. I am
Yeah,
rolling
yeah, yeah.
average
All up on.
today. Great. I don't see anything.
I'm
No,
listening for people following or things following.
Give me
Yeah.
a second here.
What?
I imagine
No,
none of you are
it's
trying
not.
to hide the fact you're like scouting around, looking, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna speak up. Be like,
Looking over the shoulders, sort of thing.
yeah.
I did not see anything.
I don't see anything, do I?
At least I can throw my familia behind us. 100 feet back, I could see.
So
Yes, that sounds like a great
you
idea.
you see a raven.
Fantastic
following you.
idea.
Not necessarily
There's a
following you,
raven?
but you see a raven up in the trees.
Okay.
Just flies down into the trees.
Meanwhile, the owl goes back.
All right.
But outside of that, you don't see
Okay, that's
anything
fine.
seem to be following you.
That's fine. Okay. Raven.
So, as you cross over the river, and begin to kind of as you're trying to make your way, you get to a crossroads. You have the right side and the left side. The left side goes up, actually goes up in elevation, a little bit, before going. The trail seems to go back behind the trees. It's hard to tell where it goes from there. The right side seems to go down, closer down toward the riverbank. Point of note, it's also about 5 o'clock at night at this point, so it's starting to get dark.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you. Well, we need to go up towards Valaki. Is it?
All right. We're all going towards Valaki either way. We want to go to the encampment where Madame Eva is. That's this way.
Oh, she's at the pool encampment? I thought she was at... Oh, whatever.
How would you know where she's at?
You don't
I
know
mean,
where he
Mikhail
is.
knows where she is.
Yeah,
Am I
exactly.
crazy? I remember things correctly.
You're right. No, as
Okay.
players, you were right. She's at the Zarpool encampment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's at several
Argon Lost Holt.
encampments.
Okay.
That is where. Yes.
Then let's go that way.
All right.
All right, we head in
Uh,
that direction.
Yep. Which is totally fine.
Just while we're walking, just Sophie, what in your right mind did you think you were doing, trying to talk to him like you were just some like best friend?
Oh, what do you mean? I just look. We had found him. I didn't think we were gonna get to see him
He
so
was
soon.
not even there for us. He was there for the people in the jail cell.
No, you're right. He wasn't there for us. But I figured since we ran into him, I would see why everybody did. You know, it doesn't hurt to ask.
I will look at both of the plasmoids. Is this where you are from, where you just go up to the absolute rulers of the land and you just talk to them a lot? Is that what you do in your area? Do you have like a hierarchy of people?
Yes, I
I
come
think
from
asking about if we can leave directly from the person who said that we need to get permission isn't the wrong thing. Although, correct me if
The
I'm wrong, I
approach was
don't
not the
think.
best approach to do that.
Yes,
I think the
but
issue is
don't.
that of respect.
Zila kind of pushes
Right,
herself
right,
in
right,
between
Letting
her
Sophie
and
alive.
the others and says, "Look, we just want to get out, okay?"
Perhaps I could have been more polite about it. Yes, I do come from a city that has a leader, and no, you don't just go up and walk, but also you don't normally see the leaders walking around a town in the middle of the day. So, to my defense, it was a rare situation, and I took the chance I had to get my sister and myself out, my cousin and myself
I,
out of here.
it,
So,
it was a very good
my
opportunity, but
apologies
It
for
was.
making you uncomfortable, but now we know that he's a dick. So we'll have to find another means.
I do not even
Also,
think that he is
Yes.
just a dick. I think that he was surprised that we were just asking questions out of nowhere. He did not even know who we were. Like, nothing was there.
right.
I'm sort of surprised you're alive right now, but I'm happy that you are. So that's good.
Thank you. I just don't. Does he just kill people for talking to him? That seems kind of.
Zila grabs Sophie's hand at this point. It says nothing.
Right.
I've never met the man before, but he kills a lot of people from my understanding of things. So
Okay. Well, if I see him
just
again,
be
I'll
respectful
be more respectful.
and hope you don't see him again. And be careful about looking him in the eye.
Well, if
Or bad
yes,
mouthing his accomplishments, or what people say about him. I mean,
right,
let us insult the man as soon
And
as
be
we meet
looking
him. That
right.
in
sounds
the
like a great
eye.
idea.
But if we want to get out of here, and we're going to get out of here, I'm gonna have to see him again eventually.
We'll see what Madame Ava says.
speaking of seeing the man, what did you see in him? You seemed very enamored by his face.
Oddly, I'll be very quiet after he looked at you. Yeah.
Yeah, weirdest
That
thing.
was strange.
As I was just talking to him, I just kind of, my mind just kind of went a little blank and just,
So he's your type, is he?
uh,
No, I mean maybe.
I
Don't
don't
know
Hey,
the
good for
real
know.
you.
deal, Sophie.
I've
It
never,
can affect
Whatever
things.
um,
floats your boat.
Not here to
I've
judge.
never been with a non-plasmoid, so that's kind of, that's a bridge I haven't really, how would that work?
Without going into too much detail, I do not
I
really
don't
want to
really
know.
want to think about it,
No,
if we're being
that is
honest.
details I do not
Zila's
wish
rubbing her
to.
forehead over
Yeah.
this kind of conversation.
I mean, I guess that I can form
Look.
my body how I want, so it would.
Are we really gonna talk about
Please.
sex with a plasmoid right now? Are we really gonna talk
I
Stop
about
don't want
me!
to. I really don't want to.
Zophie.
Please.
Zophie, please.
Okay,
Right.
but this all
Scott,
brings up a
Sorry.
very good point.
Sorry. No, but
Why was he just there on the road out of nowhere? Where
that
where did he come from?
that is a good question.
Why was
I'll
he just standing there? And how did he know about the people so quickly? That was like this. It was less than a day.
Guys, he knows things that happen in places
How?
everywhere in this place. I don't know. He has spies. He can.
He has
I don't know.
spies.
That's all I know. He has spies everywhere. Everyone knows this.
Well, I didn't know this.
Obviously, Zophie
Well,
did
he
not
has
know
spies
this.
everywhere, and he can affect your mind. So just be careful. He has an
Right.
amulet. Mikhail does. He's like messing with, like, ripping it this whole walk. He can affect your mind. He has spies. He's a very bad person. Do we want any more information about Strahd? Those are the basics.
then
Okay.
if that's true, he does know who we are. He does know what was going on in that
Lovely.
town, even though he said that he had no
Yes.
idea or was very curious about what is going on. He would know what is going on.
Logically, that seems fair.
I would assume so. I mean,
Then what was
perhaps he
the
did not have all the
purpose?
details.
Yeah, why suddenly did he decide to intervene then, if that was the case?
I believe one of the questions Sophie asked that went unanswered would have been helpful to us, but given the circumstances, I don't think we would have gotten the answer. And that question
Only one
was if we
of her
could do
questions have
anything
been
for
helpful.
him.
Well, he did answer. He said nothing we could do would be of use to him at the moment.
Right, apparently.
I think
I think that was a lie.
would be
But
very careful about offering your services to him.
Well, I mean, I guess.
I would. If you do that, I will not be with you. I'm leaving. That is that.
didn't you already
I
use
will
your
not.
invisibility for today?
I just clicked it off, so yeah,
Okay.
my bad.
Just kidding about it.
I just go invisible, no rhyme or reason. I'm done with this conversation. Bye.
Just randomly, just we're having a conversation. He's not there
yeah.
anymore.
I believe we do not know enough about this land itself to be just offering services to anybody we see.
Sorry,
That would be wise.
Well, I suppose I better thank you guys for taking me on then.
I just
Yeah.
want out.
We took a chance with you.
Well, you offered services. That's
You
different,
offered
right?
us services, which is not the same.
Well,
Exactly.
A little different.
You got lucky that it
long
was
as I
us
can
and
be
not fucking
cool.
Strahd. Jesus. Fucking.
If I saw that man walk into a tavern, I think I'd shit myself. Truly.
Nah, there was something off about him that just, I mean, yes, he's powerful and in charge and whatever, but
Mikhail, you are typically very calm in demeanor, and you not being calm right now worries me.
Okay, good. It should. I'm not calm right now.
I love just inward
To
panic.
tell you, that man scares me more than anything in the world. I
Has
can't
he
believe
done
we walked
something
out
to
of
you?
there and I'm panicking.
Has he done
He is-
something to you?
He knows everything that happens in this place. That man is directly or indirectly responsible for everything bad that has ever happened to me.
oh, is that a lot of things that has happened to you? That is bad.
Seems like
A
it.
fair number. I lived here most of my life. Maybe imagine for a moment what that was like. Sorry.
It's kind of hard for us to imagine since we've only been here for a couple days.
Okay, well,
Well,
you
just
Getting
from
bored.
already got a
observing
little bit
the
of
people
an
who
idea.
live here so far, it cannot have been very good. I mean, there's people live in squalor, or they're desperate for good
place.
dreams.
So throughout
Children
this
are going missing.
has my owl seen anything behind us at all? It does have
Nope.
dark vision 120 feet. Okay.
Hadn't seen a thing.
Okay.
I'm also just keeping an eye on the tree line. Do you want me to roll a perception check? I've been keeping an eye on the tree line the whole time. I don't trust those fucking trees, man.
Yeah. roll
Those
a
damn
perception.
trees.
Cool.
You'll get a chance. You'll roll one
Hiya!
more here before
They're
you.
hiding
Hiya!
something.
You
get
also
to melee.
see a raven.
Okay.
Through the trees. But as you make your way down the right side toward the river, the road gradually disappears and is replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of comings and goings of wagons. The canopy of mist and branches gives way to black clouds boiling far above the head. You come across a clearing next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. You see 5 colorful tents pitched outside of a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake. It is lit from within. Near this tent, you see 8 unbridled horses drinking from the river. The sound of instruments and singing from the brightly colored figures around a campfire. So let me bring up. No, it's the right one. That's our tavern.
Ah. This is kind too though.
What is this? Discount Halloween Town?
Love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I like it.
I was like, it kind of fits. It's got some like.
I love it.
It's good vibes.
Yep, good vibes.
But so you begin to hear music and singing from these figures as you come up toward the encampment.
A map.
New map.
There we go.
The amount of maps I have open on my screen right now is
Is this like
ridiculous.
nighttime now?
Yes.
Place us on the map?
Yes, I'm getting to that point.
I don't know if it's meant to be this tiny or there we go. Now I can see a bit more.
Oh, there I am.
Yes, it
Oh,
is
dark
dark.
vision's crazy outside. Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
Wow.
Well, this is a rather small encampment. It's not very large.
I can see all
I
of the
can't
trees
move
nearby.
myself,
Okay.
Oh, I cannot see much at all.
Did you
Well,
guys
that's
know a
your
square
problem.
equals 5 feet?
Indeed, indeed I did. I can see that in the darkness.
Yeah, I can see that in the darkness too. Strange shrubbery, that is, you know?
A strange 5-foot shrubbery, yes.
Yeah, it's not the greatest on these little maps, but
It's fine.
but yes. Can you everybody see here? Yes.
I can see myself
Okay.
and my
I wanted to make sure
companions.
that the fire was working, so I had to click on somebody who can't see in the dark.
It
Because all
is,
I see
because
is
it's-
Yeah, but I
giant
can't see.
Because
white.
it's color
Worry
versus
about
not
it.
color, so yeah.
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 Once we get to the camp, the owl will come back and perch on my shoulder again.
So as you come up to here, you see these 8 horses are drinking from the river. You can see like the harnesses and things for them on the wagons. You can imagine that they're used for pulling the wagons. And you see 12 of Astani, male and female, old, young, standing, sitting around the campfire, telling stories, drinking wine, and then you see 3 others kind of sitting on top of the wagons, just kind of leaned back as if kind of catching a nap or sleeping.
Do any of these people look familiar?
Yeah.
No, none of them.
Ah, good. Okay.
Great.
Okay. Whew, thought I was gonna have to kill a bitch.
Well, both plasmoids thinking the same exact thing again. Let me just say
Not always
that.
sunny, okay?
How dare you bring us here?
Oh, I hear you say now. Yeah.
Room hot, need air.
Sophie standing up. Anyways.
Too toasty.
So yeah,
Do
so
I
you guys
recognize anyone?
come upon this camp. By the time you reach this camp, it is probably about 7 o'clock at night. So it is dark.
So just dark.
And especially with the mist and fog, it's it by 7 o'clock it is already dark.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget there's a lot of mist.
Yeah, the whole mist and fog cover everything. Visibility is not great. You
Well,
have visibility of like a mile or two in any
I'll
given direction at a time.
Whisper to Mikhail, should we like call out and let them know that we are walking into their campsite? Or how does that work?
Yeah, we should walk up. We should say hello.
I got this. Hello.
Chases
She's
up
got it.
after Sophie.
Yeah, she'll be fine. It's
You
just
see
fine. Okay.
one of the Vistani women, who's sitting around a thing with like a thing of wine, goes, "Hello, friends," and just goes back to drinking.
That's casual enough.
You see? It's fine.
So what would you guys like to do here? This is open for what you guys would choose to do. You guys can join them around the campfire. You can ask them about whatever you'd like to.
Anyone
What would you
like
like to
hosting any food stands or anything?
Not hosting food stands, but they have like a communal pot above the fire, with food in it. It smells good for what it's worth. So Peregrine, roll me perception with advantage.
Okay.
Just you. This is-
Ability. Nope. Skills. That's the one I need. All right. Perception with advantage. Yeah, keep going. Thank you.
There you go.
You smell some carrots in that pot.
Boy, lads, I hope you don't mind I phone you for a meal.
I couldn't
I'm a
resist.
small man, I don't need that much. Do you mind?
No, go ahead. Take that bowl.
What?
They're very obviously drunk.
Okay.
Like
God bless you. Oh,
the kids are like running around playing some sort of game, probably a form of tag. But most of the adults are very obviously drunk. At least the ones that are sitting around the fire and sing, like they're singing, and it's like that, like
Drunken
they're
stupor.
drunk and they think they're singing fantastically, and it is not in
But it's like
key,
drunk
it
singing
is not
fantastic.
on rhythm. It is
I don't
so
join in
bad.
singing.
But they are just belting and having a great time.
I will walk over to somebody who does not appear to be super drunk, but just a little drunk, you know. Is anybody?
You probably find one of them.
Is
It's not
anybody in charge in
classy.
this encampment, or do you all just do your own thing?
Yes, that would be Madame Eva. She
Perfect.
would be the one in charge.
We would like to talk to her at some point. It does not have to be tonight, but point within the next day or so.
That, yes, can do. Come, drink, have food.
Okay.
Just over there.
Sure.
And he'll just kind of like cheers to you with a cup. You can go and walk away and go get stuff.
Perfect.
He's the less drunk of the group. But yeah, you guys are free to get some drinks and food. You guys can sit around the campfire if you'd like. You can interact, talk with more of them. What would you, or interact amongst yourselves? Whatever you would like to do. Or if you sit there for a while, you can also sit there and listen to the Vistani tell stories. Some of the slightly drunker guys are going to tell stories that it's one of those things where they start telling one story and then halfway through forget the story they're telling and start telling another story, but halfway through that story, so they don't make any sense together, but they think they're telling a great story.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you can listen to them drunkenly tell stories too if you choose to. It's up to what you guys would like to do.
Zealot's just keeping an eye on the tree line.
Okay.
Urchin's finding a bottle.
Well, they don't have bottles. They have like barrels of wine, and they have like wooden stein type cups. They don't have bottles of wine.
Wine cups.
You know.
There's no glass in Barovia. I'm just kidding. There's still a glass in Barovia, so.
But they travel around in wagons. You think they're gonna carry glass bottles or glass things
If,
around? Or
if
gonna
they
carry
get as
things that
rowdy
aren't
as
gonna
they
break?
usually do.
Micah will have some drinks and break out his lute, which he has not yet had a chance to. Everything's been so dreary.
All right.
He's not good at it. It sounds like he's
Roll me.
booms.
Roll me a performance.
Even if I roll
check.
well,
Hold on.
he's not good at
Is
it.
he juggling?
Guidance.
Hey,
Guided.
There you go.
Seven.
Hold on. Is he juggling?
No, he's playing a
No,
lute.
he has a lute.
He's playing the lute.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
He's like,
Okay,
okay,
13.
it's a even then,
It's-
not good.
It's not great, but it passes. They're all drunk. They're not.
Ah.
They think it's great because
On
they're
it.
drunk.
That's weird.
Oh, they
that's
think
why.
they think you're playing
go.
fantastic because they don't really. They're not singing it on key
take it.
or playing on key for that matter. So they just fit right in.
Perfect.
But is anybody gonna? Does anybody want to do anything else? Does anybody want to talk with each other? Talk with more Vistani? Listen to their tales?
I am just listening and eating my whatever's in the bowl.
When she's not looking at the tree line, she's writing. Zealot's writing in her red journal.
Okay.
Are you like away from the group more or less? Or are you like just chilling by the campfire?
I guess she would be kind of leaning up against like the wagon right here. Writing
Yeah,
this.
you could totally do that, like leaning up against the wheel.
Yeah, leaning up against the whale, like sitting down on the ground,
Totally.
just writing.
Yeah, you could totally. be
No
doing that.
worries. And okay, thanks. Awesome. Cool.
Is there anything else anybody else wants to do?
Violet?
Gonna hang out with.
Okay. And if
Yep.
there's nothing, you don't have to be doing something. I'm just asking.
No, I'm good.
So,
I have
Okay.
one thing.
yes.
I want to try and find the drunkest person there.
Okay.
Now I want to try and pickpocket him.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Is that
let
sleight
me-
of hand?
That would be a sleight of hand.
Okay, I'm guidancing this.
Okay.
And the d4. God damn it. I rolled off the table. One. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Question for you. How much have you been drinking before you did this?
Whatever bowl that soup I got, I imagine to be a smaller bowl. I'd probably just use that. So like
So you've had like a cup.
a cup. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I am going to. There's going to be. Hold on.
Yeah.
As you go to that,
Never.
Oh.
Even when they're drunk.
one of the Vistani, who you thought was sleeping on the wagons, pops down and comes up and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "Now, friend, I do not think that you were going to come in here and attempt to take our things now, were you?" And you can turn around and you will see a Vistani male with a sword on his hip, and he has a firm grip on your shoulder, having rolled a 20 to see through your roll. To bear in mind, Joey, everyone else rolled a 14 or lower. One rolled a 20. And
One
it
of
was
these days.
one of the 3 that were sitting on top of carriages.
One of these days. I'll look over and well, you're Vistani, aren't you? I seem to have this weird occurrence of waking up sleeping Vistani. Simply while I am trying to do good and assist this man's coin purse, it seems to have been slipping a little bit. I'll roll deception, but I know what the outcome is. If Fantasy Grounds doesn't crash again. Yeah. Okay. Sean, do you want to do me a favor? Roll a d20 and add 0. That is my deception. I am going to restart.
Incredible.
Well,
You rolled an 8.
What I get? Yeah.
Good job.
Let me see. In fairness, I'll give you a chance. Let me see if you
they
see
could
through
roll
it.
a 1. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's always possible.
He could. He also rolled an 8 with a bonus of 0, but meets it, beats it.
Are you telling me? I thought about it. I was like, I could guide into this deception, but like, there's no point. If I had,
If you
I
had,
would.
if you would have just rolled it, any number on that die would have beat it. But he meets it, beats it.
Yep. You know what? Honestly,
At this point, Zila's done writing in her red journal and puts it away. And now is looking up and noticing what the heck's going on and is very confused.
That rabbit is. Are we sure we really wanted to bring him in our party? I mean, everywhere we go.
Okay.
You just.
What was it? What was it exactly that you said to him about the Vistani? I can't remember exactly what you said.
yeah. Well, I have a bit of a knack for waking up sleeping Vistani when all I'm trying to do is tighten this man's coin purse. It was falling loose. I'm trying to be a good Samaritan, but
Ah! Zila just leans over to Sophie and goes, "Did he seriously try to steal from people again?
I mean,
Is everyone awake?"
Hold on, I'm checking my coin purse. Is all my stuff still there? Has he stolen from me?
All your stuff is still there.
Okay, he hasn't
I don't
stolen
have
from
any
us
coins to
yet.
steal,
At least
so, you
not
know.
me, but
Zila
like.
knows. You do this rather obviously, right?
Yes, I'm not hiding
Okay,
the
Zila
fact.
checks her
Like, I
bag,
pull it
like,
out and just,
really
like-
quickly. Make sure everything is in there. Everything.
Yeah, you guys check through your stuff, and all your guys' stuff is there.
I mean,
Okay,
just,
great.
And then what is this excuse? Tightening your belt, my ass. If they attack him, I am not helping. We met this bunny the other day, and ever since then, he has just been not
Joey,
a good.
Can you roll me a charisma saving throw, please?
DM's giving you a last chance, buddy.
Yeah. So can I guidance it?
No, that's a save.
No,
It's a
not
save.
a
This
save.
is, you can't guidance saves.
Charisma saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Does he like the cut of your jib?
Oh my
Are you
God.
fucking kidding?
You save. Nothing happens.
Get cursed. Incredible.
Perhaps,
Oh my god.
perhaps we'll find out.
Do
if
I
he
see that
learns.
happen? DM?
Mikhail, you would see that happen.
I'm like right there, right?
Yeah, you're nearby him. You would see. You roll me a perception check.
Assume this is
With advantage.
Oh, I do get my
This is.
Or it's a different
it's to
character.
see, but you
Still
know what you're
advantage.
looking for.
Yeah.
Yep. You are easily enough able to see that he mutters something under his breath
Yeah. Okay.
as
I get up.
as
because
Harrigan is
Also
talking.
pretty drunk at this at this point. Like,
Of course, why
hey,
wouldn't you be
he'll
at this
come,
point?
He puts his arm over. He's been drinking. He had a stressful
Of
day.
course.
He puts his arm over Harry and is like, "Listen, friend, the rabbit, he is foolish. Let's not do anything too hasty. All right, he's fine. I'll keep an eye on. He won't do anything else. Okay?
Zophie,
It's not
Yeah,
necessary
yeah.
to do the whole.
I could
Everything.
create another ethereal
Yeah.
raven
Sure,
and see if I get him to
And then he'll
maybe run
let go
away
of
from
Harrigan
the
and go
situation.
walk up to him and sit
No.
back
He
up
might
on
go
the
off
wagon.
in the forest and get himself killed by wolves.
Alright,
We wouldn't
alright.
want that.
Hmm.
Come here, rabbit man. Sit down.
Or do we?
Don't steal from
Hmm.
these people, huh?
All right.
He
back
wouldn't
over
have.
there.
He wouldn't have done anything had he not seen through your. Oh yeah, this is the second time I've woken up from a study trying to help them, and he's like, "Hey, I saw your pickpocket. Now you're telling me you've done this twice now, and been caught
Incredible.
both times." He's like, "Obviously, you're not learning a lesson."
I see you're a shitty person.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Nah, I mean, everyone's got flaws, okay?
If you're so
Mhm.
bad at
Right.
picking pockets, maybe you should
Listen,
not do it.
All right,
You love-
listen here, you wee one. I am not bad at.
I am
picking
taller than you
pockets.
are.
You're bad
That is
at picking
beside the point.
pockets.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I mean, you are pretty bad at. Why did we let him join our party again?
He has good berries.
Oh.
He's fine. Huh? Look at him. He's a
He's-
little rabbit.
I'm
You're
starting to
not wrong.
question why this thief was allowed to join our party. You really need to approve your worth.
He had the good berries. He went invisible and he unlocked the
Berries.
doors.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good
He
berries.
unlocked the
Good
doors.
berries. Good berries are all dead. They're fine and tasty and might have healing properties. But, like, I mean, I'm worried I'm gonna wake up with something missing.
Yes. Listen, if
Harrigan,
ever we're yes,
may I give you a word of advice?
well certainly.
Stop.
I'm feeling a what's the word? Subtle intimidation.
It's a subtle intimidation, but also a trust me, you don't want to keep doing this kind of way.
You're starting to fuck around. If you keep fucking around, you're gonna find out.
Honestly, I don't want to hear that coming from the man who just called Strahd a demon.
Man?
Man,
Woman. Disconnect there.
Alright, well, anyways, everybody is getting plastered.
Just for a point of clarification, Dross is only a little. She had like a couple glasses.
They
a couple
would.
of the stuff.
Zealand
Just a little
would get
bit.
along great.
Nope, that's totally fine.
Just a
Tasty
little
enough.
drunk.
Just a little bit.
Don't want to overdo, but you know, a little.
Around about what time is it now that shenanigans are out of the way?
It is probably nearing like 10:30ish, somewhere in there. It's getting later in the night. Not late, but later. It's getting like you see the kids are starting to get tired. They've been running around playing and whatnot. So the kids are starting to get tired. They're gonna, parents will start to haphazardly usher them toward tents. May or may not be their tent, but they're drunk. They don't know. But they're kind of ushering kids into tents. And one of the older Vistani will come and sit down by the campfire with you guys.
Not the same one.
No, this is one of the older gentlemen who was kind of off to the side. He came in. No, this is not the same older guy that talked to you guys in the previous camp. It's just the same token because I have 4 selections of Vistani tokens.
There's
So,
one old
Old Vistani? Female
There's
Vistani?
one old Vistani token. That's it.
Bearded Vistani?
Yeah, I have female Vistani, guy with long hair and beard Vistani, guy with bandana and beard Vistani, and child Vistani.
Bye, Vistanis.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move them up over here. They've moved
All
away.
right.
I just
They
don't
sleep
want
by
to
the river.
Good.
By the
Well,
river.
They're in their tents. I just don't want to
They are
take them
in
off
their
the map because
tents.
then I won't find them again.
So this old Vistani, was this old Vistani around all of us this entire time?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's been around. But as other people go to bed, he comes to kind of like sit down a little bit closer to everyone else is kind of going away, but he sees that you guys are kind of still up and whatnot. So he's gonna come and join you guys. And
How drunk is the old man?
he's actually not super drunk. He's relatively coherent. I mean, he's had maybe a couple classes, but he's not anywhere near what the rest of them were. Hold on, I can't see without my glasses. There
Okay,
we go.
Velma.
Kind of.
I will move over closer to the
I can
old man
see
to
without
help
it, but
him.
I can't read my notes over here without them.
Okay.
And I had like a fingerprint right in the middle of them because when I went to
Oh,
go
it's
face palm earlier, I
unfortunate.
put a fingerprint right and smack dab in the middle of
Yep.
my glasses, and I was like, crap. This is why I should try contacts at some point.
No, I don't encourage people poking their eyes out for vision.
I've
Smile.
tried them. I've tried them. It did not work.
All
for me
about those
last time I tried
contacts.
them. But so he will kind of come over. If you guys can talk with him, chat with him. If you guys want, he'll sit there and he'll tell you a tale. But he's kind of yours to interact with and do what you want to, or just simply we can RP through that you have this conversation and please move on. It's up to you guys.
Well, sir, what is your name?
My name is Lasho Ward.
Have you been here long in this area of the world?
I have been here for 60 years. It's hard to keep track. You lose track of them sometimes. But 60
Okay.
or so years.
Well, how has your experience in the world been? We have met others who have had a less than positive experience.
I have had no problems in this space. Although I can come and go as I please if I want to. But
So do you ever go and come back?
I used to. I am too old to do so now. Too much traveling. Wagon is not fun on old bones.
But yet you came
No,
back
I
here to settle, not somewhere else.
Of course, why would I leave my homeland? I am from here. I see no reason to leave it.
You don't mean this specific camp, do you?
Wait, sorry, say that again.
You don't mean this specific camp, do you?
This camp? No, not not this spot in particular, but I have been in this land as a whole for all of my life. And I see no reason to stop that now.
Well, perhaps you could tell us more about the land then, if you have been here for so long.
I certainly can. I can tell you all sorts of stories about this place. I bring my thing of what I knows. I will start with a story. How does that sound?
It is good with me.
Sounds
Please
good.
do.
You can ask for other things, and I may or may not be able to tell you them. But I will tell you what I know. A story. A mighty wizard came to this land about a year ago. He stood about where you guys are sitting right now. He's very charismatic. He thought that he could get all the people of Barovia to turn against Count. He stirred them with lots of revolt and headed to the castle en masse.
Pause.
Can you turn the
Can you
music
speak
down a
up?
bit?
Oh,
Yeah.
The music got
Either
louder for some
speak
reason.
up
I
or
don't
the
know
music,
what
like,
happened.
yeah.
I haven't I didn't touch the
I
music.
know,
at
but
all.
it got louder.
It got really loud. And
I'm just like
we
sitting
could not
here
hear a word.
struggling to hear you, but I don't want to
Yeah.
interrupt.
Yeah,
No,
same.
that's fine. That's fine.
That's
I don't
why
know
I
why it
asked
got
to
louder.
pause.
That's weird.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I literally
I
have the
don't
music
know
at
what
like
happened there.
I don't know.
could hear.
It's not like
I heard very charismatic.
20%. Okay.
I could hear
Sorry.
very charismatic, and all the words after that is just like, nope.
Okay. Sorry. I will start over again.
Okay.
That's so weird. I don't know why I did
Now
that. I
there's
was literally
no
sitting at like
music.
That's
yeah. I
okay.
paused it so that
Okay.
it doesn't because
For
since I don't know
dramatic
why
effect.
it did that,
Okay.
I don't want to turn it back on and have it blare again.
Fair.
Mhm.
Fair.
So a mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. He sat around this campfire just like you all are. He was very charismatic. I remember that. And he thought that he could rally all of the people of Barovia against the Count. And stirred them up with thoughts of revolt. And they went to the castle en masse. Now, when the Count made his appearance, the peasants all ran. And a few stood their ground and have never been seen again. The wizards cast spells at each other. They battled from the courtyards of Ravenloft, the precipice overlooking the falls. Saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside and great rocks tumbled upon the wizard. Yet, by magic, he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood. But when the Count fell upon him, the wizard's magic could no longer save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I went down to the river, searched for him, if he had anything of value, but he had already disappeared. The people that he took with him, those that did not run away, have never been seen again.
Well, I just
Now,
have a
what other
curiosity.
questions did you have now? Like, he
What
just,
did you-
like, suddenly, like, gets out, like, shakes his. I was like, what? No, what? Like, he got lost in his story and it, like, kind of ended it and then went, what now? Like, it just didn't. Back to himself
Did-
now.
Did this wizard have a monkey as a familiar?
No monkey. No. I've not seen a monkey.
We've
I know
heard
like
tales.
monkeys live here. I've never seen a monkey. I've lived here for 60 years.
I do not believe they live here.
Note that monkeys are not native to Barovia. Okay.
This story does sound vaguely familiar, as the priest at Barovia mentioned something very similar. Do you all remember that?
About the wizard, yes.
And about all the peasants or all the people that went
Yes.
and attacked?
Well, I thought that
Has
he also meant like adventurers who had tried to also resist.
Yes, but the curious thing that still bothers me from that whole entire exchange and from what he has just told us is about the priest's son.
Aye, that does raise some questions. By chance, Vistani, at the stroke of
Hmm.
midnight, do ghosties and other such apparitions rise from the grave to attack the castle Ravenloft?
Eyes from the grave? No, but they come walking out of the town every night at midnight. It's very annoying. They're very bright.
Do you know why
Aye.
that happens?
Not a clue.
Right. Of course.
All right.
Why tell us this story?
What story?
You just told us a story about a wizard.
Oh, you know, I had a story. A mighty wizard. And he begins to tell his story again.
I
That's the old man thing, huh?
see.
We'll wait for him to finish and I will ask again right afterwards. Why tell us the story?
I swear to God.
Hmm. Uh, there's a part of me that goes, do I make him do it again? No.
We're playing a video game. We're asking the same NPC the same question and getting
If
the same
he
results.
doesn't respond, I will let it go. But I'm asking again.
Um,
So,
You, I wanted to tell a story. I thought it would be an interesting story.
there was no reason why you were warning us against trying to do anything specifically, or there's no ulterior
No.
motive. Huh. Okay.
No, just thought you might want to know a story.
It was a pretty good story.
I mean,
I'll
that
give
was
it
a
that.
great story.
Yeah.
I find
Why
that
does
stories
everyone tell
about
any story?
oneself, that oneself experienced, is always make for better stories.
So you experienced this wizard.
Did I not just say
He said
that
he
I
saw them.
saw the
Twice,
wizard and he was
yes.
charismatic?
Right.
He saw the battle. He saw the lightning and those rocks.
And
Saw
then
him fall
the
without.
1,000 feet flung and he
It's a
died.
very
Yeah.
good story. I liked
It was a
it.
great story. Excellent
So-
storytelling.
Very well told.
He like pulls out his pipe. He's got a pipe. He has a pipe in his mouth. He's gonna pull it out and kind of grab some more tobacco and put it in his pipe and relight it.
Theoretically, what would cause someone to come back from that whole exchange?
Magic.
Nobody came back from that exchange.
I know, but I'm just asking, hypothetically speaking.
I don't know. Magic, maybe? I don't know.
If we encountered
me.
somebody who was supposed to have been dead or missing, and suddenly they turn up, but not the same as they were before, and they had gone to the castle, what would you think might have happened?
I do not know, but I would run.
My thoughts
That
exactly.
is good
That is
advice.
I don't
concerning,
know.
but good advice.
Why a dead body comes back at be any number of. I mean, they could be undead. They could be. Yeah, that's about the only thing they could be is undead. Or I guess they could be like alive again. I don't know how that works. He just kind of shrugs.
Undead.
I do not think he was
I'd
alive.
just be dead in that case, if they're undead.
It'd be really
Aye.
dead.
Just actually dead.
Yeah.
But you had questions for me. Ask good questions. I will answer questions.
About this land, are there other camps or other Vistani here? Do you travel? Do you walk on the roads? Do you just hang out here all day?
There is another encampment that's outside of Valaki. That camp is a sister camp of other Vestani. They come and go. They pass through here all the time.
Recently?
Um, let me roll for him and see if he actually remembers this, or if he was happened to be drunk or just not with it that night.
Sleeping. He's an old man, takes naps.
Yeah.
Or too senile.
Yes. About 3-4 days ago now. No, yeah, about 4 days ago now.
Hmm.
Somewhere in there.
Interesting.
A group of them came by,
I'm fine, I got water.
but not as many wagons as left. I don't know how that worked. All of them came back, but they were missing a wagon. I asked them about it, and they didn't say anything. So, I don't know.
He'll turn over to Zilfi. Zilfi, this is the person you should ask about why we came here. This would be a good opportunity to do so.
I think asking was a bad idea. How do we get out of these lands?
You cannot once you are in these lands.
Right, damn it,
you
okay.
don't leave.
How do we get allowed? Is it only through Strahd?
Unless you are Vistani. That's
Right.
all I can tell you.
Okay. Great. Doesn't help.
Boy, have you ever heard of someone who wakes up in the mist, not knowing a thing? Just one day, suddenly is in all of this fog for eternity. Maybe not eternity, I don't quite know that. I'm pretty sure I can expire, but. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
I mean, to be stuck in here, sure. But when people die here in Barovia, they do not go to an afterlife. They are stuck here. So, yeah, if you come in, you don't leave. That's common. Everybody does
Oh,
that.
so it is for eternity.
Oh yeah. You saw Hulbert. There's no leaving.
Who is Hulbert?
Oh, dead man.
One of our previous companions who unfortunately lost his life here already. We have been here for what,
That is
3 days
unfortunate.
now? About 2-3
Make it
days.
3 days and only lose one. That is impressive.
Not
That
bad.
does not bode
to be
well for
honest.
our chances, but okay.
Yeah.
Aye, and I've told you I've lived out in the woods for a good 2 months now. I've got my
I
uses.
find that pretty damn impressive, to be honest. The woods are very dangerous. I should know.
Ah,
And you
there are
look
a lot
like
of
food.
place. I look like, well, I can't blame you for thinking that, but that's still very insulting.
It is just a fact, but I can see where you say that.
I am an old man. I do not care.
I guess that is respectable. I I know I look like a rabbit.
So if
Well,
we
you
cannot
are.
leave, but we were not really brought here willingly, why do you think that might be happening? Why did they bring us here?
Hold on, I'm looking to see.
Searching the lore.
I am
that
because I don't know if
Vistani
there's a.
Laura, search.
Lord up, Lord up,
Yeah, I'm looking to
Lord
see if
up.
there's a specific
This is
thing
not the man
said
for
in
Lord
here.
Upping, but it's okay.
Hey, you know.
He's just some
You know,
old
he
dude.
has. He's an
old.
old dude who's
He's an old
lived
dude.
here for 60 years.
60 years of experience, man. It's pretty
He
good.
knows a thing or two.
Some
Yeah.
information.
They bring people here from time to time, and they bring them at the Count's behest. I do not know why. I was never one to do so.
So theoretically, the Count asked some random Vistani to bring people from the outer realm to come back into this world, and that's how we got here. That's what you are saying.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Well, so maybe we should not ask the Count who brought us here then, if we can leave out of nowhere in the streets.
Yeah, that would be a bad idea then. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good thing no one did that.
Oh yeah,
Good thing indeed.
wouldn't have thought of that in the first place.
He is just drunk enough that he's gonna believe you. He's not gonna roll for that. He's just drunk enough that he's like, I don't see any reason why these people would lie. I'm drunk.
But why
I'm an
would
old man."
anyone talk to? No, that'd be dumb.
Also, why would anybody talk to Strahd
That'd be
willingly?
stupid.
So the Count has never talked to either of the Vistani. He leaves you be,
He
more or
comes
less.
and he comes and talks to us. We are friendly with the Count. He talks to
You
us.
have no ill will with
him.
Count Strahd. Nothing.
No,
No problems.
our people saved him, and ever since then we have a rather good relationship with the Count.
No, I think that's been talked about previously, just
Yeah,
out of character.
that was
I
brought
think
up.
someone's mentioned that to us already.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So the well, whether your characters put two and two together is a different story, because that was told to you by the. I have a thing with old men telling tales because that's just what happens. By the old man telling you the story at the beginning that lulled you guys into
Yeah.
sleeping, which then you got brought in here. He talked about a man being saved by his people, and that's what allows them to travel.
Okay, I think it's valid to ask them
Whether
how
you're-
he was saved. So yeah.
He was. Oh gosh, now I gotta go bring that piece of lore up again.
Sorry.
No, it's all
For
good.
the
It's all good.
Lore,
It's
lore,
all good.
lore.
It's for my own sake that I need to remember what this lore is.
The Lord.
The lore.
Lore.
Oh, there's so many pages. Excuse me. Yep, I've go past it.
As a side note to everyone, is it okay if we make this session a little bit of a shorter session? It is the last night my girlfriend is here, and still want to enjoy some time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Were you thinking like wrap up after this, or
Or like a half hour.
Like a half hour.
Okay.
so
Okay.
it'd be midnight my time, 11 there.
Yeah,
Okay.
roughly,
Yeah.
give or take. Yep,
That's fine.
Apologies and
Um,
thank you.
that's all good. So he would. Okay, so you asked him how he saved them.
Yes. How did the Vistani save Strahd?
Back when he was conquering these lands, he came into our camp and was wounded, and we nursed him back to health and protected him all the time while he was injured. And ever since then, he has allowed us to do as we please, and comes and we'll talk to Madame Eva, or allows us to come and go and do. And so if he asks us to do something, we go do it for him. It's a mutual relationship.
I see.
Hmm.
I was concerned my internet dropped out for a second there.
I think it.
It seems to
Yeah.
be holding steady. Maybe.
Yeah.
For now.
Okay.
Well, that is
So
all
yeah,
the
that's
questions I have for you, old man.
Does anyone else have any questions? Don't have to be shy.
Well, let's not make this a one-way arrangement. You have any questions for us?
You can ask us anything. That is fine. Yes.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
What should what? Let's see. I know that yeah, you are Vistani. What
There it is.
about you? Uh, you look like a rabbit.
Well, I'm not really from this realm. I believe I'm from the Feywilds.
Most aren't.
Yes. That is all I really know.
See if he. Let me see if he knows about the Feywild. Let's see if this random old man
Maybe this random old man's been to the Feywilds.
Vistani knows about.
It could have been.
You never know.
Can go lots of places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well-traveled peoples.
Mhm.
Let's see.
Lists.
Intelligence. I have heard of the Feywild. It is a place of weird creatures and magics.
Aye, well,
When you are from there, that would explain why you're a rabbit.
yes, yes, I suppose. However, none of that explains why I'm here.
That is also true, Mr. Rabbit Man.
Hedegen, if you don't mind.
That
Yeah,
is
he did
ironic
not
in
come
more
on
ways
the
than
cart
one.
with us initially. He was find after the fact.
Ah, I see. That makes more sense now. So, how did you end up here then?
Well,
That's even more confusing.
Uh, uh, you see, when I was asking about hearing of a case of someone just waking up from the mist, I wasn't asking for a friend. It was for me, as that is all that had happened. I had woken from the mist, all of my gear on me, and not even a name to remember. So I know nothing. I know nothing of my past.
Fascinating.
I
And what
hopefully
about
someday.
you? And he'll point to Drosta.
Uh, what do you want to know?
You look like a cat.
Yes, I am from a tribe. They are called the Nakote. They are a race of people who are also part cat, I suppose you could call it. I am from a land not from here, and it
Most aren't.
is yes. So the land is Celestia, but it is I'm from a small tribe. It's a bunch of we're like nomads. So we stay in the area, but people come and go, kind of like you do.
Interesting. I like that. And what about you two? I don't even know what you are.
Yes, I suppose we are the elephant in the room to say. We are
One of the slime
people.
plasmoids. Part of our original race was created a manufactured race of sorts, but we do occur naturally as well. It's far too long to get into the explanation, but the short and long of it is think of it as a monster race become sentient.
You lots of monsters?
No. But that's the
That was
easiest
my
way to
question.
explain
I
it.
don't know.
Um,
Lots of people are monsters, huh?
I want Hergen to roll an insight check against Sela, actually.
But Mikhail is not wrong. People have very monstrous personalities or monstrous elements to them, and that is not wrong. That is okay.
Some people are monsters.
All right. As you say monster, you notice that you notice a flinch.
Uh, in Harrigan's mind, it's just gonna be interesting.
I mean, my
Better not push that.
I
barely. Okay, good to know.
I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of
I'm
this.
gonna
but
just
we'll
leave.
look.
I'm just gonna leave.
I'm
You
not
can use the same
checking.
deception thing.
That's fine.
Nope. Okay, cool.
Yes, she rolled a.
Oh yeah.
She rolled
Oh.
a 6 for
Yes, I
deception.
rolled a
Okay, well,
6.
in that
So-
case, my shitty roll is less shitty than your shitty rolls. Okay, cool. So, okay.
There's a lot more people know of. Have you heard of a creature called a gelatinous slime, gelatinous cube?
Have I heard of this before?
Yes. Can I roll for this?
Mm-hmm. This is like a history deal, yeah?
yes.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
This will go totally fine. Ooh, actually went pretty
Oh,
fine.
shit.
Okay.
That went a lot more fine than it should have.
Yay!
Yes. So all of you, including the Vastani, are aware of what a gelatinous
Very
slime is.
Cool. Gelatinous cube. I misspoke.
Cube. Yeah. Same.
Oh,
Same.
right,
difference.
right. So that is a rudimentary, non-sentient form of something that we descended from, kind of. But as I said, both of us are partially manufactured. Slime line's what it's called, but bloodline would be the closest thing to equate it to. It's
That sounds
a lot.
complicated.
It is very complicated, and
I am not nearly drunk enough to listen.
no, you are. Really? You're not?
No, remember this guy was fairly sober.
Oh, that's right.
He was almost that drunk.
Okay,
just
well,
old.
like I said,
He's just
He's
old.
just old and kind of senile.
trying to summarize it in a way that is simpler, but yeah, not to, we are not by any means monsters. Obviously, we're people, just of a different odd race.
Where are
to
you
you.
from?
Well, I am from a place. Let me pull up that place in my brain. Loading my
yeah.
brain. Hold on one moment.
Loading my memories.
I am from the God, where is it? I'm from the mountains near the dwarven city of Stormit. That's where I'm from. My parents are Zephyr and Anixia. But in our line, me and Zila are relate back to the slime line that was created by a man known as Barther. Presumably dead. He was human, as far as I know. But I'm from Stormit. Perhaps you've heard of it?
Have I heard of it before?
History check.
Yeah, that'd be history.
Since there's no geography or
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no geography in this, so yeah, history.
14.
14. I'd say you've heard of it in passing. Like you've heard the name. You don't know anything about it, but you've heard the name.
Okay, I think that rings a bell of sorts.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yes, a long time ago, in the Crescent Mountains is what they're called. There's a lower sector. And the city was created long before I was around, about 100 or so years. I'm not quite sure. And during a mining excavation, there was a crack that was opened up in the wall, and it revealed a massive underground cavern with natural living plasmoids. That's where one of my parents, Zephyr, descends from. Well, both of them actually, but
And the humans found this cavern of living plasmoids.
no, not humans, dwarves. Dwarves.
Dwarves found the
Yes,
cavern.
yes.
Okay, just clarifying.
It's a mountainside. It's built into the mountain. Some of it's underneath. But I that's where my one of my parents was from, down within there. Um, but yeah, so I grew up around plasmoids and dwarves. It's quite interesting, really. Um, but yeah, so that's a long-winded answer. My hometown was called the Zeno Grotto. Now that you asked, um,
Yeah, sounds nice.
yeah, thank you.
I give my hometown a name. Or
X
Zila, do you?
XENO if you're taking notes.
I got it right. Yay. Okay. Um,
Yeah, everything is with X's.
Yep.
I kind of figured. Zila, is this not where you are also from, or are you from the same area?
No, Zelo's from. Well, I don't know
It's
exactly where actually.
I I wasn't I don't know exactly where I'm from. I just know where I was before all this.
And where was that at?
The same continent that we departed from before going to Tolkeg. Um, Zophie and I met up around a town, and that's how we met. That was a couple months ago.
Um, yes, we met up in insert name.
Yeah.
In the
um,
place. Don't worry about it.
but we of course had to catch a ferry from Famor to Algoth. Yeah, I think that's the names. Um,
Mm.
most of our travel from, well, oh shit, hold on. Did we? Fuck, no. I
We
traveled.
left from Raji.
Yeah, we were from Rajay. We met on whatever continent Rajay is on.
Yeah, and I never got the name of that. So.
I traveled from Famor up to Algoth, and then we went there, and then okay, yeah. I'm mixing pre you.
And I don't have names of any continents. I've never.
That's fine. I don't
them,
have
so
the ability. I don't have that map at
I'm from the
hand.
mainland, so.
But
yeah.
either way, we met up in insert continent name.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Um,
Um.
yeah.
Yeah. As you look over, Diva Stony Man has fallen asleep.
Of course. Yep.
I kind of
that's-
figured.
Yeah. He
You
got
know
bored.
he's
He's
old
an
and
old
he's
man.
late, huh?
he was
Yeah.
tired and drunk and a little
Yeah.
bored. It was okay.
So,
I don't know.
Zila, where exactly on the continent did you come from?
Um,
And I know you said you traveled around a bit, but
I don't exactly know. I just know I was on that continent my whole life. I can't tell you exactly.
Inside check.
Okay.
My
You know
insight is
what?
shitty.
Yeah.
Get
Yeah.
this. Hiya.
wow.
Run in on
It's
this.
not persuasion, it's deception if it's a
Oh, now she's
lie.
not
I am
lying.
not
Good deal
trying to
here.
lie
Oh,
here.
okay.
That's why I'm using persuasion because I refuse to use
Okay.
deception in this case.
Okay.
She, from what you guys can tell, And especially Mikhail, she is telling the truth. She doesn't exactly know where she's from or exactly where she's lived. All she knows is that she has been on that particular continent her whole life,
Right, right.
as far
Okay.
as she knows.
Um. Okay. I
You didn't happen to wake up from some misty hell.
no, we
I
were captured
No.
and taken through the misty hell.
Oh
Well,
yeah, you don't even know how we got here. Oh my
I
gosh.
believe
Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe he was
that's a
mentioning
story,
before
huh?
all of
Oh
that. I
boy.
think he meant on the continent, as if
I
my
think he was
situation in
referring to your
reverse.
yes.
Yes, yeah, earliest
Oh,
memories.
No. I just don't. She gets very nervous at this point.
Well, you have at least one commonality with one of your party members here. I have
I
said many
wouldn't
a time.
exactly call it amnesia, but I suppose we both have pasts that we need to figure things out with.
I wonder if there is some magic that would maybe help with the issue here. Or maybe you can ask Ava tomorrow morning, but either way. If she's a seer, maybe she can see things in your past too.
right.
That's what I'm hoping.
Well, either way, I think it's time for some shut eye. All these drunk people tire me.
We will save our adventure for how we arrived here for another day for you.
All right.
At least tomorrow we'll finally get to see what this seer does and how good they are.
They say she is the best.
That's what I've heard.
We'll find out tomorrow morning.
We'll
Or I
find-
guess whenever she gets
but-
out of bed. If she's older, whatever. Yeah.
I suppose we'll find that out next time on Game Grumps.
time on Lord.
Oh,
I was just gonna let it get to night, and once everybody was done with stuff, I was gonna call it there. So
Is
that's-
there
yeah.
a tent we are staying in together?
I don't know. Are we?
Or not?
Everybody went to their own tents and just left you by the
I
fire.
mean,
so
I think
Is
we're
there a tent for guests to use in the camp?
I know
you saw people go into every single tent.
I know for
So you imagine probably not.
I know for a fact that Zila has stuff.
I'm just saying. Okay, so I'm guessing everyone's just falling asleep where they are.
I suppose we're going by the fire because we don't have a
I mean,
tent.
like you have
so-
like you guys have like bedrolls and things.
Oh yeah, I got a
Yeah.
bedroll but no
Fire
tent.
Okay,
no tent. Nobody's gotten a tent.
Zila is staying just a little bit awake after everyone, not because she has anything like, just because she's having a hard time falling asleep.
Keeping watch in this environment, even if it is relatively safe.
I will
Partially,
be.
yes.
I will
She's
be.
keeping watch and she has things on her mind.
All right, Zila gets the first watch. Wake me up when you're ready to sleep.
Yep, and we'll
Okay.
start next week off with those checks
Yeah.
for keeping watch.
Sounds good.
Yep, that
Okay.
sounds good.
That way,
yeah.
that way we're not ending up in a bunch of role play or possible
Or a
things
battle.
happening.
So you know.
Yep.
So we're
Yep.
done.
I think so.
That sounds like a good wrapping up
Yes,
point
yeah.
for now.
Plan.
You guys got my anxiety up for no reason. Yay!
Woo!
It didn't come up yet in conversation.
So are we
Yay!
good for? Is everyone available the
Have
18th?
fun. We will see.
What day is the next
possibly-
Friday?
Next
hopefully
Friday.
tomorrow. Hopefully back to
Yeah.
see you tomorrow.
This-
So I will see you all later.
Yep. Bye.
I am available on the 18th.
So from this point
I am
forward,
available. Go ahead.
I will be with the army full time. As of right now, I don't have like a schedule.
Oh
Like,
goodness, Mini
presented
Fridge.
to me.
Hi, thank you for the raid.
I will message my sergeant, try to get some information about that. For now, I'm gonna say I
Welcome
don't know if I'm available or
Raiders.
not.
When are you going to be able to know by?
I should know by the 15th.
So by Wednesday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
just
No,
tell us
Tuesday.
as soon as
Tuesday.
you know yes or no, and we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I hope you all know I'm not gonna stop pickpocketing.
I know.
Oh gosh, no.
Oh, we know.
We know, we
We
know.
know.
Okay.
I feel like it
That
was our
was
obligation to
just-
like berate you for it, but you can keep doing whatever you want to do as your character. That's
Yeah.
totally
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
We
Oh,
got
I think
another.
it's
That
I
was
have a
more of.
+7.
Actually, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to let you figure it
fine.
out.
All right, so
I'm going to let you figure it out.
I'm gonna deafen here real quick. All right, well, thank you for the raid. And I sincerely appreciate it. Please drop a follow. We stream D&D every Friday and Sunday, and games in the middle of the week. But unfortunately, you caught me at the end of my stream, and we're gonna go carry this raid to somebody else. So we are going to carry this over to Xeon Lemon, who is also doing D&D. So, thank you for the raid, but we are wrapping up Strahd here tonight. So, thanks. Let's go ahead and carry over the raid and show some love to Xeon. Thank you. Don't forget to drop a follow. Sincerely appreciate it. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.
Recognize it at first, but then you recognize the body in the water. You are the body in the water. Anyway, let's go back to the other party for a small bit. We'll come back to you later.
You're done. I'm done.
Thanks for the raid. I can't really
The
talk
rest of
that
you, what are
much
you doing?
because we're playing D&D. I'm muted
come
on
into
their
town,
side.
the three of you.
But thank you for the raid.
You okay over there?
I got raided.
I saw.
Raided in the background midway through D&D.
I was meaning Silver's keyboard.
Oh.